nice and straight and into one pony, and then you just gotta.
Anyway, enough about bestiality. Let's get to the stream.
You know?
By Brett's parents.
We decided to watch today. Hello.
Only reason I'm putting it up is because the back of my neck gets sweaty because it's the middle of summer and I live in fucking Australia and I need a haircut.
So we are live. Welcome to Tabletop Fables. I unfortunately am Brett. We are playing Prince of the Apocalypse tonight. Ishtar is running just a little bit late thanks to the failure of technology and...
I would say the failure of pre-planning.
Look, she's here again.
There we go. Technology made it look like an Ewok.
When last we left the adventuring party, they were in Red Larch. They were causing the usual mischief, looking at the swinging sword inn, which has been taken over by Zhentarim. They were trying to rip off the shopkeeper, then halfway through that scam found out they were also a member of the Zhentarim, or at least under the protection of the Zhentarim, their little organisation of criminal gangs. And, whoops. But, having spent some of their money that they got from the Dragon Horde, they have decided to leave, and now we're heading south to Rundreth Manor. Can everyone please introduce their characters? Nick.
Hi, I'm Nick. I play Emissos, a half-elf druid who has a newfound friend of darkness.
Is it me?
No, not the newfound friend of darkness.
Uh-oh.
Meaning I'm blind.
Yeah, you are.
Because we're all blind.
I'm not blind.
From the play.
Oh, yes. That's right. Sorry, I forgot that one bit.
We didn't actually quite leave.
They started an epidemic in the small town they're in, and most people got sick. Including them.
Yes.
Hello, I'm Cody, and tonight I'm playing Emharis, who is the best wizard in the land by a long shot, and also is not infected with the pandemic. So, I mean, that's a good start, right?
I'm Jacob. I'm playing Koff, who's the best wizard in the universe. Better than that pesky Emissos. Shit. Can't even sleep.
He slept.
I can sleep fine.
Yeah.
That was the other night.
At least 3 and a little bit.
Ishtar plays Truedream.
Can you do the introduction for Ishtar?
I am Truedream. I am a Goliath. I worship Bane, praise Bane. Why am I with these fools?
Break the legs of heretics.
That's why I'm with them. They killed heretics for me.
Dead on.
Unfortunately, my lover 5 died.
She's living my edgelord dreams and it makes me so sad. Anyway, hi, I'm playing Bombada! And I am Brett's chaotic nightmare now.
You have to narrow it down.
Yeah, you're going to have to really pick up the game.
Well, two of my plot pushing characters have died and I've decided to lean into just chaos.
Everyone here is leading into chaos. The person who isn't leading into chaos isn't here yet.
I don't think we leaned into it. We started there.
Sure. So you are still in Red Larch. I forgot, thanks to reminding me about the deadly virulent plague. And
Oh look, it's Stevie Wonder.
so you so night starts falling.
Oh, geez,
you guys are all
dark when I'm wearing sunglasses.
well, you're in character, already unable to see.
Oh, that's convenient for me then.
So what are you guys doing? Since most of you can't see, you're quickly realising that this plague has gone through town.
In the meantime, I've put up a sign
That no one can read.
In Braille.
that 1 or 2 people in the town can read, saying members of the Thieves Guild wanted for an assassination. And I
How vague.
have waited until I was completely sure there were guards patrolling and the sheriff wasn't around, made myself look like him in front of a group of people and pinned it up.
The sheriff.
Sheriff, yeah.
Sure. Roll a performance check. I'll just think that doesn't suit you.
With advantage because I can't see very well with their eyes crossing over.
Sure.
Yeah, that'll be a 22.
So it just says wanted Thieves Guild for an assassination. After a little while, dodgy looking human from memory comes up over to you from outside the Helmet High Sun, one of the town's inns.
I take it we're all resting in the inn.
I was trying to pawn my wares.
Are you blind?
Nope, not yet.
Not yet.
Because you haven't rolled for it, or because you've succeeded?
I haven't rolled for it. I haven't.
We'll get to that in a second. So, yeah, it's rough human walks over. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's this about? You want thieves to kill people?
There was an assassination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know anything about that. Just
Then what are you doing here, citizen?
well, wondering what you're trying to get. You want
Trying to bring justice.
Oh, yeah. I see. Well, if I hear anything, I'll let you know.
Good.
Well, just curious. Glad to know you're on top of the problems of the city. So why is everyone, like, able to see?
That's not the point. What do you know about this?
Well, it wasn't any of our stuff.
Are you sure?
Yeah, they're walking in blind. Normally they get drunk and walk out.
I'm
like
talking
it.
about the murder. It wasn't you then.
No, I mean, I've been busy all day. 20 people will swear to it.
None of your people?
What people?
Friends, shall we say? Business associates?
Oh, no, we'll be
Haven't
working
had
at the
anything
tavern
on the
today.
grapevine?
I don't. When you put the sign up from across my work, I mean,
And you haven't seen anything?
isn't that some kind of sick joke? Because most people are blind.
Shall I take you in for questioning?
No, I'm all good. I'm sorry to take up your time, Sheriff. Wanders off.
I watch him go and I stand back against the wall and sink into the shadows and disappear.
So, what junk are you trying to sell?
Junk. Junk?
Junk in his trunk.
I actually have some very,
Junky junk.
very expensive things that I am looking to sell. I have the Platinum Torque worth 1,600 gold pieces. The diadem worth 6,400 gold pieces.
Yeah, it's not happening in this town. Not if you want that much.
I will at least try and see if I can pawn one of the rings. Or I'll see if I can, like, someone's willing to trade for something.
How much were they worth each?
1,000.
Well, ask roll investigation first. We'll see if you can work out.
And now's the time to sell your jewellery when no one can look at it.
Natural 19 with plus 7.
The first thing you find out is the guy who runs the second-hand, like, used goods place just recently got murdered.
What a shame.
It's only plus 4, so
Yeah.
23.
But what was once known as Valdador's Sundries, Valdador's Sundries does have some items in it. That's probably the best place you're going to get.
That's where I'll go then.
So you go there, and there's a bunch of these kids and youths around. Many of them are worried because they're blind, because they don't really have a con save worth noting. Head inside. Actually, I've got all 3 saves, don't I? Oh, this is close. The guy running it, who I don't know by name, is blind as well, but one of that older kid who is an apprentice wizard. He seems to be okay, so he's taking lead on things. So you head in, get directed counter. So once again, there's all this furniture around, barrels of random crap. There's like an umbrella stand, like elephant foot umbrella stand.
I put a mask on.
Yep.
Just like.
I have a question. Is that mask cleaner or not?
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
It's like wet and oily.
It's actually covered in stuff that made it.
A lot of real random stuff. Yeah. So eventually you get up to the counter and the guy sort of looks down at you and sees your little lizard self.
I have many wares to sell.
If you have the coin.
Bombada has wares if you have coin.
The guy sort of pitifully just gives a nod. And the kid's like, Chalice?
Well, I pull out one of the rings and I like lick it and like I might put it up on the counter.
It picks up and starts looking it over. Looks like a Nobles Rings boss. But he says to this guy.
Oh.
He starts describing it. It's got inlaid sapphires and a silver and platinum band, and weighs about 4 carats. Starts describing it.
You're kind of sitting there just... Actually, can I roll something to see if I can describe it better, to see if I can get it to be worth more?
Like a persuasion attempt? Perception attempt?
Use a baby bombada to
Are
make
you going
sound.
to roll a history attempt to modify the provenance of this item? If you roll history, you probably actually know some of the provenance of it.
Yeah, I mean, I would rather roll history than anything else.
Athletics check.
So you can jump to the other side of the camera and go, it's me!
23 again.
Well, you know it's, she was actually royalty. So it's not just a noble's ring, it's a royal's ring. And she was, elf who was brought up in the Fey realm. So as far as you're aware, it probably actually comes from the Fey realm itself. Fey wilds. Which means the metals are probably from there as well. It's a number of pieces like that. Feel free to make stuff up.
While he's describing, I'd be like, I would just turn like, actually, I think you find it's a royal ring from the Feywilds, and which would indicate that some of the metals are actually mined and produced there, which would make them of finer quality than you would find here.
The guy sort of turns and moves his like milky white eyes, like a little bit of bloodshot around the last parts of it, down. Kid pulls out a pearl and starts casting Identify. Good. He's right, boss. Quick discussion about it. Offer you $300.
I'm willing to accept an item in trade.
What kind of things interests good sir such as yourself?
You got anything that blows up?
Hands you a small child.
Blows up. Blows up.
Hands you inflatable doll. Let me just check the back of this book.
The one with all the explosive magic items.
Of course, Mr. Blind Man.
He's reading a braille book.
Well, I've learned it all of a sudden.
Went to earlier just in case.
I'm not giving you that.
Being a bomb technician, you thought this was coming in.
He goes, I did have the boy working on something. So I bring out the crate of the alchemist fire. So the guy goes, walks off, comes back. There's like a small little crate with 6 vials of alchemist fire in it.
Deal.
Upends the crate in the bag. There's all this clinking.
Chuck it in a bag. I have plans.
See you
So
later.
they seem like large vials of alchemist fire. They're probably twice as effective as the standard ones.
I'll go outside and just kind of like sit down at the back of the shop and start working on trying to like incorporate like a way to hold them next time I build one of my turrets.
Alchemist fire
yeah,
cannon. Alchemist fire cannon.
Alchemist fire catapult.
What's every shade of alchemist fire?
I'm sure your twisted little kobold mind can come up with something.
With 5 handy little cup holders.
Meanwhile, in the tavern,
Yes.
you blind?
I don't know, am I? Let's find out.
They haven't checked yet.
Let's find out. Basically, death saves but with con.
Yeah.
Yeah, con saves. DC was 15, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah. You can do free until you either pass free or fail free.
First one is a pass. Second one's a fail. Third one is a fail. Fail.
Everyone's blind.
Why does nobody roll like this when I actually cast spells?
I know.
It's a 3 saves in a row that are killer. The odds are people will fail. So over time,
I had a 2, a 4, and a 5 on my rolls with +3. There was no way.
So over time, you've seen the people in this swing sword inn have started going blind. There's a little bit of panic. It reaches you slower. You are still a Goliath, very tough, but eventually you feel this throbbing pain in your head, and then eventually your eyes start to cloud over milky. Your vision blurs and disappears.
When I start to feel the migraine coming on, I would like to go to a room and just wait it out.
Sure.
Like how a cat hides when it's sick or injured. That's Truedream.
Do you mean a honey badger?
Sure.
Yeah. So you go and wait out it. So you don't hear any of the gossip you're about to find out.
Cool.
So you just wait out in a room. Also, less likely someone will walk up behind you and stab you.
Yes.
So everyone has checked and either passed or failed against.
The Cabal
Yeah.
has.
I haven't yet.
I was going to say, where did you leave Cough and I? Because we were following you around.
We'll find out about this first.
So you just do them all at the same time? Pass, natural 20, pass.
Yeah.
I have +6.
So you get a slight throbbing headache just for a little moment as you're working, trying to come up with an idea of how to like modify your flamethrower catapulty thing with the Alchemist fire, and you shake it off. As you focus intently on this.
Cool. Tops.
The disease comes and gets hit with your own personal shield of
Disease.
smell.
It's just like, it's like, no. I made that.
You are mine. So
I would have taken you to Mother Yolanda's and tipped her to look after them, make sure they were okay, if she could see.
yeah, she can.
Yep.
Truedream has historically gotten out
has
of
a icon.
Truedream has historically gotten out of problems by hiding and waiting and walking into chaos. Therefore, I'm following the same pattern of logic.
So Mother Yolanda, she's looking after everyone, slightly annoyed. She's one of these like skinny old women who just looks like they'll just keep going forever. She's there with a cigarette hanging out of her mouth. Just like helps you find a room. Get for free, yes, the deal still stands. She isn't aware that you guys made her a competitor, but
I will attack anyone who comes 5 feet of me.
that's probably okay. Make an attack roll.
18.
High or low?
High.
Yeah, sure. Roll damage.
Damage.
Cool. You take 10 damage as you go to help your brother and just punch you in the face.
Hell.
I feel like you should know better.
Yes, probably. Fine. Walk 20 steps forward. There's a wall about 10 steps forward.
I don't walk 20 steps forward.
I mean, I was going to put one there, I probably didn't have
I
to.
have 7 intelligence, but I'm not that stupid.
Eventually,
I was going to be helpful and swing at whoever attacks.
you all get to Mother Yolanda's. You rest upstairs. You spend the night working on the thing and then sleeping in a pile, I assume.
Yeah, I don't carry my house. I just crawl into the...
Morning comes and this virus, while incredibly virulent, does not last long. Was it roll again the next day? No, it just cured the next day, wasn't it?
Yeah, just
So-
disappeared over a long rest.
Yeah, so over the course of the night, people who are blind with the headaches, they go away. I would say you take a level of exhaustion and you're cured.
As I was watching from the shadows, did anyone approach and try and remove the poster, or did anyone look up at like they might have known something or investigate it? Did the guards walking past or the sheriff see it?
The sheriff was blind.
So yes.
Honestly, no.
Cool.
I mean, a couple of people pointed at it, but honestly, I did the maths and it was, 97.5% of the town was blind.
They'll probably see it in the morning when they all start heading out.
Fortunately, pretty much all the named characters have actual classes, so they're all good. But in the morning, You guys all start to move around, and the whisper on the town is the Thieves Guild somehow made everyone blind so they could murder someone in the night. That is the rumour of the town.
So you should just go around robbing people.
I feel like I did my job very well. Thanks while you were having a nap.
Oh, I didn't nap that much. I was too busy punching air.
I might have angrily bloody Thieves Guild taking fucking credit.
I just had a thought. If you'd failed, you would have been blind for a long time.
Yeah.
Long rest.
Well, he still rests, he just doesn't sleep.
Oh.
Just to kill a bunch of people.
Otherwise, the elves would, the same with like elves.
Just murder spree.
Well, no one can see me do it.
There's a specific ability is essentially gives them the elves' inability to sleep. So you still have to kind of rest.
But you get the full 8 hours to do whatever you want instead of having to transfer 4, essentially.
Okay. I assume you still have to do light work.
Yeah, you can like read books and... Yeah.
So what are you guys doing in the morning?
I'm going to go find these 2 knuckleheads.
Yep.
Knock on the door and say, "It's me. Is anyone going to punch me in the face if I open the door?"
I give
Now
off a
step back
questioning
after
look.
a moment.
Why don't you find out?
Okay. Unseen servant.
Yeah, I'll punch Unseen Servant.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, shall we get going?
Sure.
I think our job here is done for a while. I think we should see what's happening with this woman. What was her name again?
The Dark Lady was all you got.
I swear I've heard of her before. With my researcher feat, can I...
Roll a history check or something? I'm not sure why you roll with advantage, but...
I'll assist him.
Do you have history? Maybe Bombada can assist.
I mean, I can, but I'm not there.
What?
Isn't that part of the researcher movie?
Nope. The researcher ability gives you the knowledge of where you can learn something.
Okay, either way I wouldn't have passed. So I won't bother re-rolling.
What'd you get?
Best case scenario for history, 12. Worst case, it would have been 7.
You can't recall anything. For a while, Rundrith Manor is a place to the south. You've seen it on the map you have. It's like former nobles' manor, so it was labelled. But you do, as you're thinking about who the Dark Lady is, you get a tingle down your back. But you don't get any information beyond that.
And I don't even know where I'd find information on it. Or anywhere
It's a bit of a vague term, but you... In this area, you think that if you kept working on the cipher of the Harper agent, he had notes on all the players in the area.
Okay. I'll keep that in the back of my mind. On the way out, I'll just drop by Mother Yolanda. Thank you so much for looking after my friends. I'm sure it was a rough night for you with everyone here.
Don't worry about it, laddie. We had good business last night.
Yes, I imagine. Everyone would need somewhere safe to sleep. You've been here a long time.
Oh, yes.
Are you familiar with Rundrith Manor?
Ooh, am I? Yes, it's just to the south. A couple of days' travel by horse and cart.
Do you know anything of the lady who lives there?
No, I've not heard of a lady being there.
Oh.
Heard of dark spirits and strange going-ons.
As in a haunting?
Yes.
Curious. Very well, thank you. And I'm sure we'll see you again soon.
You're always welcome here at Mother Yolanda's.
Alright, shall we?
Yeah, before you leave, I want to look around. Is there any really foggy, bad looking types in the room?
Yep.
How many of
Find it's a mirror. Yep, around. Yes.
Bad looking, come on. I didn't really. I got approach them and I asked them offer for some aspiring. If you want to be stronger, I can turn you into this prime beast if you would like. It's 10 gold. Never look back.
What beast?
Transform.
Guards!
Make a persuasion check.
You
Can I
just
have advantage?
Nope.
Look awesome.
you transform.
You
into a
are
fucking
offering
werewolf.
them a really suspect deal.
You
And become a
transform
monster.
into a werewolf in front of people in the middle of Mother Yolanda's.
Is there? Oh wait, there's no word of mouth because you killed them all. I got a 10.
There's 6 here. One pats his pockets and he goes, I've already got 5 gold pieces. And he like asks his friends for like money. They're like, it's clearly a scam, man.
I'll tell you what. I'll do his for 5, but the rest of you will be 10, and you'll see how it goes. And I'll just pour him in like the hand.
They all like step back.
Now sometimes it doesn't take. So if you don't change by the next full moon, come find me again.
Okay.
And I'm just leave.
You're looking like 2 of his fingers are like hanging off slightly because he went through his hands and the tendons in it.
Not my problem.
It's kind of your problem. You did it.
I do lots of stuff. It's not my problem.
That is true.
I change back as I leave.
Yep. Some other Yolanda goes, what happened to that lad that was with you? The one who stole my ledger?
Which one was that?
Ooh. He was here a while ago. He helped you guys with the the quarry.
Helped us with the quarry? I'm not sure who you're talking about. I don't know anyone stealing anything from you. I'm sorry if it was anything to do with us.
No, maybe I'm getting confused in my old age.
Oh, I hope so. Well, I hope not, but I hope so. I hope we haven't caused you any problems.
Oh, no. Don't worry about it. Maybe I should sleep one of these days.
Yes, can relate. I head to the front door and take a significant glance and memorise the face of the man with his fingers hanging off.
Yeah.
And leave.
I would have been in one of the back rooms. There's like upstairs and towards the back there's the more just common plot rooms. But she's got like a almost like front desk reception area.
I thought we were all together when we were leaving.
Well, if you were speaking to Mother Yolanda, you were there at the front.
Yeah.
Unless he's running for medical.
This guy would have been like, oh.
So I didn't see it then?
I don't know. Would you have done it in front of him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I reckon it was pretty obvious. I couldn't do John Webb or gold someone.
While telling everyone in the room, watch this.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Which
if you were next to him, I mean,
I'm
yeah, it's just Mother Yolanda wouldn't have seen it.
Okay.
That's the more important part.
Saw it before we got to her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. We'll head to the Swinging Sword Inn, trusting that Bombada and Truedream are probably there.
Yep.
And I guess we'll see shortly.
Yeah, sure. You two, you were there as well with it.
Yeah.
You 3 make a perception check.
Uh,
10.
15.
Are we going up or down? 20.
20. There's a bit of a kerfuffle in the room as you're leaving, but you look back and you see there's an old gnome walks over to the guy who hasn't had his hand gored.
Yeah.
And he's like looking over it. You see him cast some sort of spell, fix it. He sort of turns around and glares back and he catches your eyes, but he's probably wearing a cough.
Cool. I'm gonna tap Emharis and whisper in his ear, hey, check out the gnome.
Yes, quite a handsome gnome.
Reckon he can fix cough.
You recognise him as the guy who's working on this book.
Yeah. What do you mean?
He seems to have healed the guy back there.
Oh yes, you could have done the same.
No, from wereball disease. Maybe we can fix it.
I think he's beyond fixing.
I assume you're just having this conversation while I'm standing there.
Yeah,
They're
probably.
whispering in your short.
There's nothing wrong with that, fixing.
I mean,
you're short.
Yeah, it's like above his height.
the curse or the blessing has saved our lives more than once.
Yeah. Fix me, I'm certain I'll fix you.
I just had him hit through 5 werewolves. Anyway, so yeah, you guys gather somewhere, somehow.
Sure.
Did you guys, unless you guys do anything else?
Not really.
No.
Right. So you guys gather back at the Swinging Sword Inn at the stables where you have your horse and cart, or horses and cart.
We'll head off down to the Dark Lady.
Hello again.
Hello.
Have you both taken care of everything you need to?
I believe so.
How are your eyes?
They are fine.
Everyone seems to be healing.
What do you mean? Oh wait.
the whole of yesterday. Remember how no one could see?
I mean, saw a couple of kids that were blind, and
I saw a
one
screaming
blind
child
guy.
run
I
to a
thought they
fence
were all.
post.
I thought they were just related, and it was some kind of hereditary disease.
No, a disease spread through the town for some reason. It travelled very quickly and passed in the night.
Oh. Cool. Yep. That's weird.
Seems to be cleared now. Everyone seems to be better.
Until someone goes to move the body.
They've got immunity now.
Damn it!
It will be fine. They will have developed a natural immunity to whatever it was. So as long as it does not mutate and come through again, they'll be fine.
Yeah.
I doubt that'll happen.
We should drop by the sheriff on the way out.
Very well.
So on the way through, we'll
Yep.
keep an eye out and try and find the sheriff.
Yeah, you head into the butcher's where the sheriff and the remaining of his constables are. Constables now. He's not there, but you get directed back through to one of the solid stone buildings behind that doubles as both a meat locker and a lockup. And they are having some cup of tea out the front there, just having a chat. And they're sort of discussing the events of the night. I'm just here speaking about do you hear that Melissa stabbed Gallica? And one of the others, I can't believe it. And then Chalaska. No, that's the wrong guy. All these guys
He's well dead.
he is very dead.
I hope.
Or is he?
Harbrook says, I don't know. He has Gallica has a bit of a darkness to him. Maybe he did something he shouldn't have. I have to find her and ask her.
I sort of not.
Hi,
Sheriff,
Emharis.
good morning. I've come about the Thieves Guild. I was wondering if there's a reward offered. We could potentially deal with that for you.
I
I saw your notice up in Town Square.
What notice?
Oh, the notice that they're involved in the murders.
What? Take me to this.
Oh, certainly. I'll direct him to Town Square.
So he's got his meat cleaver on one side, and two guys falling behind him, and they have meat cleavers as well, because that's what the police use around here. And they're still drinking their tea as they're coming. They follow you and look at the sign.
It doesn't mention a reward, but I thought perhaps we're looking for work. We might be able to help.
This is not our sign. That's odd.
Very strange.
You roll a deception check. Just
Deception?
deception, yeah. I think you know.
20.
Yeah.
22, sorry.
Because, if they had some involvement and you bring us proof, we'll appreciate it, but, no, this is not our sign.
Very well.
I wonder if someone's trying to do the sheriff's job.
Surely not.
No.
You haven't had any problem with vigilantes, anything like that in the town?
Well, I mean, last set of vigilantes we had came through with you guys.
Well, adventurers, thank you.
What's the difference?
We're paid to do a job. Vigilantes take justice upon themselves.
We tend to call them mobs around here.
None of them, then?
No.
Alright, well, we were just on the way through. We thought we'd check in.
Well, thank you. I mean, there are a bunch of new faces. I'll have a look into some of them a bit closer.
Yes, probably a good idea.
You see my off the swinging sword in.
Alright, well, we'll be back hopefully soon. Let us know if you need anything when we return.
Sure, of course, yeah. Well, thanks for letting me know about this.
Of course. Alright, shall we?
Yep.
I guess.
Ah!
Oh yes, he is a new addition.
Well met, sir.
And so is he.
What? Who's that?
This is my brother Koff.
I don't see...
We call ourselves the Tiny Toons.
Yeah. I mean, He looks about. Yeah. Well, good day.
Good day. Truedream, get the horses moving, would you? Put my coconuts out.
You start heading south. Ishtar, can you roll me a d20, please?
No, I will not roll you a d20.
Or roll me 2 and take the highest then.
I would rather.
You seem
Oh, thank goodness. That one was 20.
You do realise in roll tables that's worse, right?
Yeah, but a 3 would be boring.
Yeah.
Not wrong. That's
Nat 20s are things like Krakens, though.
That'd be really cool if we're doing that on the open road.
Yeah.
You're in the middle of the desert, cracking a beers.
You please roll me a d12 and a d8 now.
That's how many Krakens appear.
It's okay. If a Kraken appears, we're on land. We're gonna win.
A 10 on the 12 and a 3 on the 8.
Why do I keep wearing this shirt? It does not breathe at all.
Because you're a fool.
Shouldn't breathe, I don't have mouth.
Yeah. Why
Alrighty.
do you breathe?
So,
Mimic.
Where
It's a
are
mimic.
people?
you guys
The less I have to do, the better.
are travelling down the long road.
Not the short one?
No, it's a very long road.
Oh, let's take the
We took
high
a short
road.
one.
Who's navigating this thing?
Cough will never be on the high road.
No, Cough pulls out his bag of coke.
Depends on your menu.
He's on that road.
The highest of road.
I mean, I was on the high road all last session.
Yeah, you were. You almost died from the high road.
We're going to get
What
to
are the
Scotland by
weapons?
morning, apparently.
So, yeah.
I was going to say, Cough's about to turn into a toad.
Who's driving?
People
Where are you
pay
guys
the licking for a
fitted? All that
psychedelic
kind of
reaction.
stuff.
I'm driving. So
You go-
where's everyone sitting? Because Brett asked, therefore this is relevant.
I mean, if you also want to just roll initiative just in case something happens.
I'm
Yeah.
rolling. Can I roll something to have been reading the cipher to see if I can decipher more of it?
Free back.
You certainly can.
I'll be sitting in the back doing that.
Yeah, be an intelligence check. Do you have anything that is good at breaking ciphers?
History.
Linguistic feat, for example?
I've got history. Or
I think my my location depends on whether I'm still in an enforced 60 feet or not.
history is kind of my main one that would
I feel like
be
at this
relevant.
point
I
you're
think.
just sitting on the back of the car.
I think,
I'll take that.
if you roll an intelligence check.
Now to walk.
Stage proficiency. You getting anyone to help?
22. I'll just be in the back, flipping through it, not actually assuming to find much.
I'm drinking some of the alcohol I got from the bar.
And on a 22, you realise, all the letters are just written backwards.
Oh, it's in Pig Latin.
Yeah, you start working further and further on cipher. You come across a section entitled Dark Lady, and you start to read some rather interesting things. Seems in that area there's a connection to the Shadowfell. It's been determined. Rumours of a powerful beast. But at the same time, people from the elemental cults have been courting the beast
Okay.
with a sort of intention that they believe that the creature's intelligent at least.
Cool.
You have no, you wouldn't translate that unless you got high. Whatever the creature is, it has a name.
Could I add a guidance to that if I was doing it by myself in the back of the cart?
You could. What you got? 21.
22.
But yeah, there's a long and complicated name, but you just cannot translate it because it's not a standard common word.
Yep.
German.
But you do see references to drow,
Drow? Okay.
yeah, but also illusionary magic.
Negatives to Drow? Like it doesn't like Drow or it likes Drow? Does it specify? Or that's related to
22.
Drow?
I'll say it appears as a drow,
Okay.
with the implication being that it isn't.
It's illusionary. Yep, cool.
It's gonna be a high elf. It's gonna be racist.
So yeah, you're driving. Who's on the car? Where? Who's taking watch or whatever?
I'm lying down in the back drinking.
I'm playing with my lightning stick, zapping bugs.
Okay, I just cannot find what I need to find. This, so I'm putting that to one side and using the book.
Just cast light on the end of it every time a mosquito comes.
So, you are just travelling along, and you see some very large figures step out from the forest. They look at you guys. There are 5 guys in the Earth Cult stone plate armour, and they are backed.
I'm glad you continued that after you said 5 guys, because my brain went somewhere very different for a moment.
Did involve food, and then there are 4 hulking figures behind them, nearly twice their size, but not carrying giant clubs, javelins. You guys recognise them as ogres. One of the guys steps forward and stand and deliver.
Deliver what?
I stand up and then throw 3 electrum at their feet.
This throws them off. And the rest.
I've delivered. You didn't say what.
Maybe another electrum.
Maybe you should just throw rocks at them. That's delivering.
I did ask them what they wanted delivered.
Your goods and yourselves.
Are you waiting for a particular package?
I'm sorry, we are not Australia Post.
I was about to say, we're medieval, so MedX hasn't arrived yet.
We also do not have your dominoes, if that is what you're asking.
One of them says, I don't think they're going to cooperate. Another one nods. Attack!
Yeah, that's fair.
Never mind. That's right.
17.
My initiative is 7.
So anyone above 20?
Nope.
15 to 20.
17.
15.
17.
Which one of you two is going first?
Oh, that's cool.
15 is Bombada. 10 to 15.
14.
See now, he's just.
I'm 7.
Can't use it now.
And that's after I get a +4 to my initiative.
Okay, so this guy says attack. The ogres were already hefting their javelins like that was the only thing they were ever going to do. And they yeet them at
Hey, Yosef.
the person at the front.
Yeah, that's fair.
Goodbye, horsey.
No, what's your AC?
Currently 19 because I don't have my shield out.
Well, now.
One of the javelins hits you.
Ha!
The rest bounce off armor, hit the wood around you. 8, 12, 16 damage.
Stone's endurance on principle.
They then pull out their great clubs and start lumbering forward, reaching the area around the cart in one round. The Black Earth Guards pull their stone maces.
Oh, so there's men and ogres.
The Black Earth Guards. And they rush forward. What's their speed? One of them's going to reach up and swing at one of your horses. The rest will move up around the cart. So he hits the horse, poof, and kicks the cart, but still up. Cough.
How many ogres are there?
It's 4 ogres, 5 guards.
No. I will. So, if I stand up, am I engaged by the ogres? In the cart?
You'd have to get off the cart.
Yeah. I will jump down to the left side of the cart and engage the ogre there.
Yep.
I'll just start walloping my magical fists. Actually, no, I'll use my magical stick.
That's when you play the dagger and goes out to a quarterstaff.
I got a critical and a 22.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they'll both hit.
Sweet. Critical will do. Fuck. Little 6 damage. Because I rolled double ones.
Your arrogance.
Oh, bloody hell. Another one will do 5 damage. And then I'll punch again, my bonus action.
Yep.
I'm assuming 12 doesn't hit.
The ogre, you assuming incorrect?
Yeah.
He hits.
Actually, no, I just ran one of these.
Yes, you did.
Wrong dice. I do 9 damage to him. The fist did more than the rest of him.
So yeah.
And then I'll spend the key on patient defense.
Yeah. So yeah, two attacks. Poof, poof, and patient defense. Emharis.
Is there a tree line within 30 feet?
Yeah.
Can I get off the back of the cart, get to the tree line with my movement?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to do that.
One of the guards will get an attack opportunity.
Yep, cool.
Yeah. He will hit.
17.
Yeah, I got 16 on the dice. So
Yeah, cool.
For 7 damage, sends you on your way.
Yep. I keep going and disappear into the darkness of the tree line, using my bonus action to become one with shadows. And the one that hit me, I reach my hand out and black butterflies appear. And as they do, can he make a Constitution save, DC 16?
You cannot.
The butterflies disappear and reappear under his armour, swarming as I cast Blight. And he takes 35 points of necrotic damage.
Oh boy. But did he die?
Close enough that I'm going to count that.
Yay!
There's a certain point where it's like, if you hit someone for 95% of their hit points in one hit.
No, you leave them on 1, so I can come by and kill still.
And use one of your 2 spell slots to do it.
Yes, that's it. So, the butterflies still appear under. They attach themselves to him, just suck out all the blood from inside. They'll fly out of his armour. He just collapses to the ground, a desiccated husk of a man.
Tasty.
Visible in the shadows.
Bombada.
I use my action to grovel, cower, and beg.
Yep.
As it just proceeds, as they throw javelins at Truedream, just and just beg, I'm not worthy. Big things are scary, yo. Everyone, are they? Are the ogres in 10 feet of us, or are they well away?
Yogos have 40 foot movement. They are at the cart.
Okay, yeah, then I do
They're
that.
attacking me.
Everybody has advantage on them.
I had a feeling that sounded like an ability name.
Yeah.
Cool.
Emissos, speaking of advantage.
Did the ogres get within 5 feet?
Yep. Well, no, they're just outside off the cart.
Damn.
They're in range of me right now.
Damn, stupid new polearm master crap. Well, if they get within 5 feet of me, I get an attack of opportunity just because they approached me now with the Fury of Destiny. Okay. Does an 18 and an 11 hit?
They both hit.
Okay, cool. It's an 18. The 18 is 9 damage and then 3 lightning to hit it.
So 12 damage? Yep.
12 damage. And then I'm going to spin the arse end of my polearm around as my bonus action and smack that into him for another 6 points.
Yep. I'll let you conclude your lightning on that.
Oh, on the other one as well. Another 8 points.
So 8 total? Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, 8 total. Yeah, just do 8 total.
Yeah.
Otherwise it seems a bit unfair because that was a really good roll for it.
Yeah, so you stab, flick around the butt, and smack it up against his oversized jaw. Both times. Truedream.
Cool. I'm going to take my shield out and go weapon.
Yep.
That's a 13 on the die.
At advantage.
Because I might get a 20. Did not. I got higher though. It was an 18 on the die that time. Alrighty. Oh, that's right. I have better stats now. I need 2d8, not just 1.
Oh, you've got that cleric extra damage thing, haven't you? Yeah.
I leveled. See, where's There's this. See, 10 plus 3, so 13 damage.
Yep.
And fuck it, I'm gonna use a War Priest because I can. Let's see if I waste it this time like I did last time.
At advantage.
Thank God. 13 on the die plus 6, so 19.
Yep.
And go again. That is one higher than last time, so that is 14.
So yeah, as you're hitting, you're seeing like a similar black, almost ash-like mist come off the impact, like a scaled-down version of Fire Smite.
Oh yes.
Um,
I love that.
Back up the top. You see another guy step out. Has from the forest. He has. You can hear armor on, but he has like dark earthen robes over it. He holds out his hands and gestures at the cart. Can everyone on the cart? I mean, everyone but Emissos make a wisdom save.
Emharis.
Oh.
Emharis.
Oh, thank God.
Ooh.
22.
12.
Sorry, 21.
17.
23.
So Bombada, all of you feel it for a second, but most of you shake it off. This sense that like very earthen slowness comes over your body. You are slowed.
Cool. Meaning I can only take actions, no bonus actions.
Action or bonus.
Yeah.
And if you cast a spell, there's a 50-50 chance it'll go off this time.
Cool. Cool.
So he starts walking, in his arrogance, he starts walking up behind the ogres. But he is slower than them and he's still back a bit. Speaking of ogres, the 2 up at Truedream are going to start hitting.
Yeah, that's fair. Now they have to beat a 21.
That's it, you try. They'll fail.
Good.
And I punch the one that's in front of me. 17 to hit.
The one in front of you hasn't acted yet.
No, but he attacked Truedream.
No, he didn't.
Is one of them dead?
There's 4 of them.
Oh, never mind.
The one in front of you now swings at you.
No, it can attack Truedream.
Misses you, because apparently I can't roll above a 9. 4th one is the one that Emharis attacked. And it will swing back at him and miss, because apparently I can't roll above 4.
So I'm not exactly posing a threat right now.
No, you're a distraction. They're not enjoying your high-pitched noise. Then the guard starts surrounding as well. 2 will attack Truedream. Jeez. 2 will attack Cough.
Yeah, that's the reason I got my AC up to 21.
The ones attacking Cough both hit him.
I have 19 AC now.
They both hit you.
Both rolled nat 20s.
You're in your human form.
Yeah.
So halved down to 4 and 5 damage. Last one swings at Emissos. What's your AC?
Be 15.
So he is going to hit your armor class 15 and do his max damage of 11. Cool. That is the elemental, the cult of the Black Earth. Cough.
How far away is this wizard? Because he just walked up.
He's probably still about 30 feet away.
Yep, I run up to him.
Sure. Ogre swings at you. That one.
Excellent. Does he kill one of the guards?
No, but he'll get in the way of the other guard who won't get a chance to swing.
There wasn't there 2 of them?
Yeah. But,
Yeah, right. And I'll run up and I'll attack the wizard.
yeah. What's your movement?
Huh?
I'm trying to work out a directed route you have to take. What's your movement?
40?
Yeah, it's 45 at the moment. I don't think it's gone up yet.
I think if you're going to have to make an athletics check to sort of run to the back of the front of the cart, jump over the horses and the ogres there.
I'll look it up. Did not help.
Might have.
Okay, 13.
You jump over the horse and cart and The ogres, you land, but you slip on the ground. Takes a couple of steps to get your movement back. You won't. It'll cost you your bonus action to get there.
No, I'll stop. No, I'll run the last bit and I'll punch him twice. I'll hit him twice with the staff.
Yep.
Lowest one is 20. 1.
Yep.
Yep, he has disadvantage on concentration checks, by the way.
Doesn't matter.
And he takes 6 and 8 damage.
Sure. 6, 14. I rolled a 2 and a 3 on. So yeah, you return to normal speed.
Sweet.
At least if there are no spells left.
He goes from being like,
Emharis.
Did you do them at advantage, by the way?
He's not in the same. What's the range of the thing?
Oh, were you attacking the
wizard, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I step out of the shadows and the shadows cling to me a little bit, wrapping me in armour. And I reach towards the wizard and say, "We are death, come swiftly, flee or die." And con save for him.
You didn't give him much choice. I have a feeling die's going to be his option here.
For him, yes. 46 points of necrotic damage
Jesus.
as the butterflies swirl inside his armour.
Yeah. So you see his the robes over his armor sort of move around a bit. Then out of the cloud hood, just this massive swarming butterflies goes out, and as they leave his face, you see it, a desiccated, almost mummy-like corpse just falls in front of you.
Not fair, stop stealing.
Yeah, he only had like 20. Oh no, he had like 30 hit points left. So.
But I stand there hopefully looking intimidating after delivering that message to the rest.
They're mainly focused on the card.
They should have paid attention.
They should have bombarded.
There are 3 ogres left.
4 ogres left.
Yeah.
People haven't been focusing fire.
Except for me.
You'll attack to
Fine,
Turn one round.
They threw javelins at Truedream earlier, correct? I'll point to one of them on the ground and just like catapult it straight at one of them.
I hit twice on the same one, thank you very much. I'm focusing myself.
Oh yeah, you focused on your one. He focused on his one. He focused on his one.
So yeah, dexterity saving throw.
You are awesome, so strong.
15 minus 1 is 14.
And that's a fail.
Which one are you attacking?
The closest one to me. So there's 1, 2,
So the one that
3,
attacked
4.
you?
I'll hit that one.
Yeah, so the one that attacked you is currently undamaged. Yep.
Not anymore.
Also, sorry. Because I have an arcane firearm. So 14.
20.
Yeah, 20.
So what does the arcane firearm do?
It went because my arcane focus is my wand, and whenever I cast using that, it adds an extra d8 to the end of it.
Okay, what does it sort of like look like do?
It is basically just like a rod, just a piece of metal. It's not. It's got some writing on it that's kind of illegible, but it's just a.
It's probably an aura.
Yeah.
You just picked up one of your old boss's tools and happens to be useful.
It's half of a tong.
Yeah. So yeah, the javelin sort of and just sinks into this like the fat belly of this ogre. It just goes like right down to the end of the heart. If you turn around and look, see it just pop out of his back. Anything else?
It attacked me, so it's within 5 feet of me. So is it within 5 feet of anybody else?
Probably not, no.
That's right. Oh, never mind. So I have sunlight sensitivity. It's a thing I'm trying to remember, but it was a saving throw for him, so it's
correct. Emissos.
Do we still have the bonus?
Nope. Ended at the end of my turn.
Damn. Okay. Because the most intelligent thing to do is let off the wand of wonder at point blank.
Certainly.
Natural 1.
Excellent.
Okay. It's just a D100 to find out what happens.
Yeah.
Someone grab me a DMG.
And look at 66. No, 69.
69?
69.
Fun is
Of course it
6.
is.
Thank you. We don't want players to know what the one they can do.
I'm used level 4.
It's not on Google.
I remember
You're not a
it's
player.
more.
You're some sort of unique thing.
D&D
You are
Beyond.
chip chat.
I'll just change it while he's not looking at the book.
I am the one fool at this table who doesn't know what's in there because I didn't read this
One and
edition.
one is actually different in D&D Beyond. It writes as if you get to pick the spells in D&D Beyond, which is just, I prefer this. This is much more fun.
Yeah. So you go with a wand and you see all the little like gems and orbs do their rotation around the end of it. And then the cart around you, the ogre get really massive. You see Truedream on the front with a huge hammer that's like dwarfing you as the shadow of her crosses across you.
Cool, this is the most exciting thing I've seen all week.
And then you look around and you see you could probably scurry between these giant like sacks of goods you've got, and Bombada is bigger than you and you could easily like hide behind him, and you are shrunk.
I am shrunk the druid.
You are reduced.
I look at you and I have a power trip. I'm like,
I'm bigger than someone for once.
Does the little water appear and beat him up?
I mean, technically you should probably only like a small creature.
Bombada.
Yeah, it's more fun if you're like that big.
Yeah.
And you're on that one, so.
Then you go down to the microscopic level, then the quantum level.
You don't have
Truedream.
And you start traveling through time. I'm going to start whacking.
That's a reference I get.
I'm going to start whacking. Ooh, and that 20.
That'll whack.
That'll definitely whack.
That's whack.
We no longer have advantage, right?
You
Word.
can't hit me if you can't see me.
Yeah, so
If I get a natural 20, does that mean my damage is...
you can either roll your damage dice and double them, then add your modifier, or you can roll twice as many dice.
Let's roll twice as many dice. Twice as fun.
it's more fun.
It's more fun.
It's more fun to roll more dice.
But it depends game theory wise if you want to. If you roll more dice, more can be an average result, but more dice is fun.
It's
More
like
dice, it's fun.
another version of it where you just, it's guaranteed max damage.
That's pretty
insane.
Yeah.
Ooh. Let's see. 8 plus 7 plus 6 plus 5.
Is 0.
Could have been the 87 doubled.
10. 23, 24, 25, 26. This is just my strength once or twice?
Just
Once.
Yeah, so 26.
Let me do some maths. Yeah, so you just stand up and just bring your club across his face, just smash the side of his skull, caves it in. Eventually, a shard of bone finds what was lifeline referred to as his brain, just collapses to the ground.
I turn to the next one and I just yell in his face. Praise Bane.
Black Earth.
Praise Bane!
Priest is dead. Ogres.
I just gave someone a very bad day.
1 year off steps up to Truedream. Misses the one other that was already attacking you that was still alive, attacks you as well.
Did he beat a 21?
No, he gets 20. So he hits your shield.
I love having an AC of 21.
One attacks Bombada. 14? No, you got Scowl now, yeah.
I have an AC of 20.
Yeah.
I need better minions. Okay, the Black Earth Guards now will probably do very similar. 3 will attack Truedream and 2 will attack Bombada.
Cool.
Ooh. I got decent numbers on my dice. 16 plus 5. 8?
Yeah,
I hit 3 times off 3 attacks.
yeah, that was a 21.
9. 17. 26 total. although they are still struggling to reach you. 2 attack Bombada, both miss.
Cool.
Technically 1 attack Bombada. One was already dead. And yeah, so
I dodge a corpse.
It falls.
I'm not totally dead.
Technically not.
Emharis.
Isn't it my turn?
This dude.
Yeah. I guess I run up behind the weakest looking ogre and I punch him in that.
Kick him in the balls.
We don't have advantage anymore, do we?
No.
I mean, he's a corpse on the ground, so you do.
No, I mean from.
Oh, so the weakest looking alive ogre.
Yeah.
An important distinction.
The one that's down looks
Well,
tough.
that one's not an ogre anymore, it's a pile of flesh. I'm not playing Necromancer anymore. Ooh, natural 20. 18.
So, yeah.
Critical does.
Yeah.
There we go, that's much better. 13 points of damage. And the other one does 10 points of damage.
So you went up to the one in front of Bombada and just hit it twice. Your fists are burying themselves deep into this big fleshy, muscular. Quarterstaff is. You're hearing the cracks of bone underneath, just roaring out in dull, witched pain.
And I'll spend the key point to punch it twice more. I got another 20 and a 17. I do 12 damage off the crit and 9 damage off the normal attack.
So yeah, sensing his weakness, you just punch it a couple of times in the back of the head, jump up and just slaps it to his knees on the ground, last punch. Poof, knock it down. Emharis, now it's your turn, I believe.
Are there 3 enemies that are standing side by side, like 5 foot, 5 foot, 5 foot?
Yeah, the 3 guards would have been right next to each other to affect.
Yep. Alright, so I will cast Hex on the one in the middle.
Yep.
So I reach my hand out as a bonus action. It swarms with purple shadow for a second before dissipating. And then I cast 2 Eldritch Blasts with 1 Eldritch Blast.
Yep.
One is 27 to hit. The other one going to lucky. And miss. For 15 points of damage.
That hits him.
And then I focus and psychic damage explodes out, hitting all 3 for 5 points.
What's that?
That is Maddening Hex.
There's
My
another
charisma
bonus
modifier.
action.
Okay. We'll take your word for that. I don't think I've read that one. Yeah, so you see them all staggered around the one. What does your hex look like?
The hex is the purple smoke.
Oh, yeah.
So
So he's sort of like trying to brush his purple smoke off. You hear him gritting his teeth and like in pain. Almost you can hear them like grinding against themselves. This agonizing burst of force energy hits him. Bombada.
So you just said there were a bunch of guys grouped up?
Yeah, there's 3 of them just over there.
They're right next to the cart?
Yeah.
Yeah, a bunch of them just attacked me. I'll just kind of lean over the cart and go,
There's only one in front of you, yeah.
okay.
They're on me. For context.
Can I get basically within like touch range of the middle one?
Yeah, you're pretty small. You can just run across the cart and go.
I basically walk up and go, sorry, and just go thunder wave, just straight out in a 15-foot cube. So I'm trying to catch all of them.
Yes. Your DC is 15.
Yes.
2 of them pass. Sorry, 2 of them fail, 1 passes.
And
I just like hold you in my hand while you do that. It's like, thunder wave.
You hold out your shield.
Pop it up over the top of the shield.
Just bops him on the nose. Boom. Sorry. Boom. Boom.
oh, that was terrible. 7 points of damage, and the one that saves takes half. I rolled 2 2s and a 3.
Excellent. It's better than 2 1s.
I mean,
So good. You see them sort of like grit their teeth, and you hear. You probably don't because it's thunder wave, but you see like the joints of their armor just lock in place. The ground like envelops their feet just for a second. They just sort of brace themselves against the shockwave, and then it dissipates, return to normal. But they still get hurt. Emissos.
Cool. Well, there's not really much I can do as a midget, so I don't know if I can see them from the back of the cart.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
You can do two on voice.
Yeah, one on the right. Waving this one doesn't hurt me in the past. So it'll be 14 to hit.
Do 100. You just wave it at
You don't actually, yeah.
I just
There's no attack roll for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a spell.
78.
Who you aim at?
Whichever one I can see, probably the one on the right or the left, because
Yeah, there's two.
yeah, whoever-
There's two ogres at the front attacking Truedream. One of them was the one on you.
it'll be the one that was on me then, because he'll be obviously closest.
Cool. Can everyone except you two make dex saves? Including you. You get +5 because you're behind a couple.
And you're tiny.
You're about to have some work to do after this fight. Also, can you roll 8d6?
So I'm gonna die.
No, they're all
Yeah, you
flops.
might.
It's fine.
Well, there's 3 5s and 3 1s.
I have currently 8 health and I rolled a 2.
21.
You can knock
Oh,
it
so,
over.
that'll.
That's pretty good.
Alrighty. Can you please roll me 2d20s?
16 and 8.
Alright. What's your save DC?
4.
Just your spell. This goes off yours because you're opposite. So
No idea.
8 plus proficiency plus modifier.
Sorry, 8 plus proficiency plus mod.
Yeah.
11 plus mod. 15.
Cool. So, roll me a dice. Evens is the horse that is already injured. Odds is the one that isn't.
Evens.
Cool. So that's the one that's saved, but it's still injured already. So the fireball goes off. You get.
I'm down.
You are downed.
I rolled a 2 and I have 8 health, Brett.
So
I'm down.
you are down.
I rolled a 16, so
Yeah,
much
you
damage?
still take half. You'll take.
I was going to say 17 plus.
Yeah, you take half.
Yeah, 21.
The cart lurches as the two horses get engulfed by the fireball.
how much damage was it?
21.
So
Even if I had passed, I would be dead. By which I mean unconscious.
Guard is. 2 of the guards are down.
There we go.
I mean, hey, for a rest. I'm done.
The remaining ogres look pretty messed up.
I'm glad we didn't have any supplies in our cart.
The
Apparently I'm more dangerous when I'm 3 inches
I don't think
tall.
we have any.
Yeah, it's true. You don't.
I mean, I'm sorry, we have alcohol.
That's explosive.
No, they don't, because Coffin have drunk it.
True. That's why I keep the alcohol in my
You
stomach.
you're over with the priest a bit too far away. But yeah, you go, and this little red ball goes, boom.
I mean, it looked like D-Day from my point of view.
you're just sitting there like,
Truedream, death save, please.
Yes.
For everyone else, it's like a little spark coming out of a cigarette lighter that comes up.
2.
You
Yeah, join
fail.
us
better
in
than
the Dead
natural
Players Club. All members must join.
Eventually.
The ogre looks around trying to work out where this spark came from. He sees you with a natural 20.
Oh.
I don't think that it actually affects your AC or anything though.
No.
But if he hits, I'm going to get him situation damage. So I'm just going to accept the fact he rolled a crit. So he swings his club down and just like, oh no! Just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger above you. So that's 48 damage.
random encounter TPK.
It's okay, I already have a secondary.
If you guys will die, me and Emharis is just gonna leave.
So you take 18 damage. as this hits you, the cart gets rocked again, which is already on fire. You hear some of the wood around it crack.
Oh, we're gonna need a new cart.
Good thing I can make one.
We're gonna need new horses. Can you make those?
Well, yeah, we can.
My punishment, you get the ball cut.
So, the second ogre looks around. He's going to try to see you as well. He doesn't, but he sees that there's a creature nearby who has a wand in its hand.
And I'm just like, ping!
That's your
The
one.
important thing is he notices someone who's in Truedream.
Yeah,
So-
thank you.
He steps forward with his great club, swings down. You can hide behind the wall. He has to reach just over the cart a little bit too far. It's like, bam!
I keep Truedream shield up.
Yeah.
Smart.
The cart again crack. Now, as like you hear one of some of the major beams break slightly in it.
It's fine, it's fixable.
Yeah.
It's still good, it's still good.
It's just a little bit. It's still good. It's still good.
It's just a little crispy, it's still good, it's still good.
The guard pulls a knife, holds it at Truedream's throat. He's like, "Stand down." That's not gonna happen, I know, but he thinks it might. Cough.
Bold assumption to think that the party cares about each other.
How much do I care?
So much you
Nothing.
don't care really and throwing the dice away.
Whose turns next? Was it
Cough, Emharis, Bombada.
And me for another death
You
stage.
should be worried.
Yeah, I am. It's okay, I've already got a secondary ready to
Does he
go.
look injured?
I just have to level it to 8.
Not as injured as you'd hope. But he's definitely been hurt.
Yeah.
He was the one who passed his dex save on the fireball.
But he's still on fire.
Yeah, his stone plate armor is on fire.
Probably in a whole mess of trouble.
I could just run and beat the crap out of him. Or I could try and... No,
Grab him
he'll
away.
pass the save if I just make him try and stop him. I'll just run up and attack him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does he get a bonus for... or a negative for holding her?
I mean, she's unconscious. He'll get advantage on an attack.
I mean, does he have any
And
cover?
he'll auto.
Yeah, like, does he have any cover or anything?
No, he's back to you.
Oh, so just to check, is this like
Is he
that's a
technically
ready
prone?
action?
He's got his knife's at her throat. It's a ready action.
If you attack, it will.
Did you fail your save? Yes, you did.
The first one, I have 2 death
We don't
saves
know
left.
that.
He will still have to attack her
And hit.
without her shield because it was kicked off.
Yeah.
But I have 19 naturally.
But you're prone, so he'll hit you.
I got this. I'm right next to her. I have total control of the
Just
situation.
slide my
Alright.
shield back under his knife.
If she
I
dies,
have-
it's your fault.
I have total control of this situation.
Just
Is
slide
he-
my-
I am a master
No.
negotiator.
No, because she's still on the driver's seat of the car.
I have -1 charisma.
Dumbass. Do I get advantage from behind?
I'll start leveling that secondary.
I mean, in the sense of no.
Alright.
If you attack him and he knows you're coming, he will get attack off.
I used a lucky.
How to
Didn't really
negotiate
help.
with a -1.
I'll start leveling that secondary.
Yeah. Good. I got a 24 to hit.
Surrender or I won't give you the pin to the grenade back.
I do 11 damage and then I will flurry and I will also. Yeah, screw it. I'll spend key points to fire.
If you're gonna do it, commit.
Yeah. I mean, if she dies, it's gonna look glorious.
I'm gonna start leveling that secondary
And
and
my last lucky.
I have cure wounds.
Save.
Doesn't help if they're dead, though.
No, I could have revived her, and the stab means nothing.
Probably should have.
She was just unconscious for the moment.
15 damage, and then same again. Another 13 damage.
So you start running up from behind. He turns around, he sees you coming, and with like a grunt of rage, he pushes the knife down. But he must have just moved it slightly out of place, and the full plate armor of Bane just does not let him get purpose through. He got like 18 on his attack.
yeah!
And so he's just trying to weave his knife in,
My gorget protects me.
and then
I feel like you made that threat when it's already on soft tissue, you know? Like,
she has full plate armor.
Yeah.
Plate's magical. It's like you would have had to like put it at like the eye. Like it's designed to not even take
straight to the eye slot.
Yes.
So, I think it's more like Aladdin's rug. He's like, there's a gap, and the armor goes. Nope.
That's all the enemies.
Really?
Yeah. That fireball did a lot of work.
You
Oh
are.
no, there's an ogre left. There's 2 ogres left. There
Yeah, I
is.
was gonna say.
I'm pretty sure there was still
Emharis.
Yeah, I'll just attack 2 of the ogres then.
Yeah.
Bonus action moves the hex to them.
Yeah.
Oh, were they next
Well,
to
X
them?
takes the 1.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
Alright. Lowest hit is 14. That hits the ogres.
Yep.
So 2 beams hit them. One does 10 damage, the other one does 8.
You splitting or not?
No, going for the weakest looking one for both.
Oh,
And then
it is.
5 extra points of damage.
Now he's
Psychic.
down. He's on 1 hit point. 1 hit point remaining. The last ogre's still up. Bombada.
Firebolt.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Which one are you attacking? The new. Oh,
The only
one.
I will finish leveling that backup character.
I love how you're like, I got this. Firebolt.
Now, are we counting my movement in inches while I'm so small?
I said firebolt.
5 feet is 1 foot.
I have a question. Did you actually have a way to stop him from killing her, or were you?
Yeah, I was just gonna revive her. I was just gonna cure wounds her, like touch her on the thigh, so she just woke up and.
But he would have killed her.
No, you would have just.
Ready to action.
Yeah, that counts as 2 fails. She would have been dead.
Hey, all I have to. I literally have an action that's called cower and beg. I'm good at it. Like,
So, how much damage you do?
oof. 20.
Yep.
30.
Yep.
36.
Yeah. So, yeah, you hit the last ogre with this ball of fire. It sinks in and barbecue. Collapses to the ground.
I did fireball damage off a firebolt.
So, Emissos.
I'll go up to Truedream after a 6-minute run and lay some hands on her
15 death
and
saves.
put
Yep, so you make 15 death saves.
22 HP of health back into her, and so you don't get to go visit him yet.
Oh, okay, cool. I am actually alive. I'll stop leveling.
For now.
Now.
So, the enemies are all dead. You are not.
Yeah.
That's always a good. Yeah. That's always a promising thing.
Time to rebuild carts and grow some horses.
Yeah.
I loot the bodies. Starting with me.
Yeah, the armor of the
It's all around here.
yeah, that guy's like 30 gold on him.
Sweet. He's got any magic on him?
Nope.
I
I mean,
Does anybody? Oh, shut up! And I'll cast cure wounds on you.
so. Oh, when you say does he have any magic on him, what?
7
like
points
items
of
or potions.
Does it make like an Arcana check or something?
Can I make an investigation check?
Yeah, you can do that if you want. I mean, it makes a difference.
Yeah, it doesn't really. I don't know why I said that.
Shrink, is that a time-based thing?
Till the DM says otherwise.
Cool. I think it's probably an hour.
No,
It says
I just want to see these guys try to hook me up to a horse, to be the horse and cart, and I'm this big.
Shut the party.
Oh, they've all got a base level.
T-card, sorry. So, yeah, what'd you get?
6.
No.
Yeah. I think it's 1 though. Yeah, it's 1.
No.
No, bastard.
I already took it.
Does anybody have any experience as a rainwright? Sorry, rainwright. Wood, working with wood, making. Alright, I'll guess off. I'm just like pull out like a bunch of tools and just like scurry underneath the cart, and I'll start fixing it
I
using.
was going to say, why are you doing that? My time in the wood.
Fresh wood.
Nah, it's fine. And you watch as I touch the cart, and just kind of like.
I was very scared for a second because Brett's phone makes his face look red on the capture, and I'm very scared.
It's just my face.
I will
Brett's not
also.
holding a phone.
Yeah, what are you on about?
Everyone rolled their saves in real life.
Oh shit!
I will also implement some of my magical, my little magical toys into the cart. There's a light in the at the front of it that you can push, and it's just kind of like 10 feet of like dim light at the back.
You finally got your lantern.
Yep. And I'll install a little thing on the spoke, so every time we hit about 15 k's, a spring unspools and it goes Bombada!
Okay, do your homunculus and clockwork homunculus
I have
also repeat that?
I have four of free magical tinkering things, but no, they do not do that.
Okay.
I went for bada bing, bada bing.
Do you paint like a stripe and make it go faster or something?
No, but I will paint my face on it.
Where?
Makes it go faster.
I'll put.
Can you just cover your face and paint and slam it on there?
I won't actually paint it on there. I'll get a sheet of metal roughly in the shape of it, and then I'll just kind of like scratch it in and like weld it on.
Like a bumper sticker?
Yeah, basically.
Cool. I'm now picturing like the stick figures, but like the party. But just mainly Bombada.
Yep.
Yeah, so...
Oh my god, we have car decals.
Yeah, so the horses are unfortunately dead.
R.I.P. horses.
I'm gonna start cooking some of them meat.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, you stop for while they were doing this for a couple hours?
No, he's got a point. Eat the horses.
I'm hungry.
I cut one up and climb inside.
You are warm for the hot night.
Dips the hind quarter and then just leap on it.
Yeah, so you guys get to work.
Yeah.
By the time you all finish eating the horses, who I'm sure with heroic steadfast beasts, your spell
They've been
wears
through
off on you.
a lot.
It tastes like crap.
They have a lot of muscle.
No, we never fed them. Like
Yeah, I
stringy.
guess I'll turn into a draft horse and start pulling the cart.
Yep.
Before we go, I want to cut off the heads from the ogres and
Yep.
put them in the fire till they're burnt to skulls, and then rope them to the side of the cart so if another group sees us.
Yep. So you have 3 intact. So you have 2 intact, fully intact ogre skulls.
Yeah.
One of them has a couple of breaks towards the back left, where you saw your brother hit it repeatedly, and the last one has entire side of it shattered.
Perfect.
If you want something better than rope, I can just like.
Oh, this should be fine. Just making a point if there's any more of them out there.
Okay.
So, Emissos.
Yeah, well, I guess I will turn into a draft horse for the 4 hours, pull the cart, burn the next spell slot, and we'll get 8 hours of travel a day before I have to rest.
Now, I mean,
Well, hang on.
you have other options.
I was going to say, what's the time on...
Polymorph is an hour.
Okay.
And wild shape is your modifier, I believe.
2 hours, I believe.
Oh no, it's like your level. It's
No,
related
yeah,
to
it
your level.
says 4 hours at the moment per spell.
Depends what sort of druid you are as well.
A lazy one.
I don't even one.
Why can't you mutate sea bass?
And we could just try and find wild horses and animal handling them.
Who's gonna do that?
You're alive-ish, Taylor.
You need somebody with a nature skill to do
Look,
that.
I started, now I'm going to finish it.
I might have enough.
You realise now that you made that, you're gonna die. That's
I'll
what
kill you
happens.
now. Now I have to.
Yeah. Now you made one, you have to kill you.
Now, if Bombada could work out, actually, what you would probably be tempted to do, especially, considering everything, is turn yourself into an air elemental.
Yep.
Do we have a sail?
Doesn't really matter. They can move things.
Well, wow,
They have a
sail.
strength. They can move it 90 feet around.
Right.
Yeah,
They sounds like
Did those ogres have any shirts?
Oh, probably between them.
I can make a sail.
They have loincloths.
Fuck that, make a balloon.
I mean, look, I have a flamethrower. If I wanted to make a hot air balloon, I can make a hot air balloon.
Yeah, but you can make a hot air balloon. I can make it spin.
That was just a suggestion, but yeah, do what you want. I was hoping an earth elemental would be quicker than 30 feet per round, but it's not.
I can go to airship.
And we can get to all the secret areas.
Yeah.
Just for me.
You can get the golden choker post.
Go back to the start.
Jesus.
Finally again, yeah.
Yeah, but don't have to burn both slots.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, so we'll only get 4 hours of travel anyway.
But if you move it at 90 feet
We
around.
get 3 times further.
Yeah, alright.
So, yeah, and then so you guys see the harnesses just get
Yeah.
whipped into this like whirlwind in front of you. Boom!
Yeah, should have painted that fucking racing stripe on there now.
It's like, the Tasmanian devil.
You could just sit now, other people on the road being like, oh, we should pass those people in the next.
Wait, if you're dashing, that's 180 feet.
Yeah, fuck it, we're double dashing.
What's the con of
He is pulling something, so he goes
14.
off speed.
14.
yeah, what's the strength?
14.
Yeah, so you're not super strong and can't do it forever, but also you don't have muscles
Yeah.
and things like that, so you're pretty untiring. You make really good pace. You probably get near the manor around, surprisingly enough, just after nightfall.
Cool, and by now I am fucking exhausted.
Yes, you are correct.
You already had a level of exhaustion, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's right.
So, people who wanted to have a short rest haven't had a short rest. Haven't had time for a long rest because he's been jumping for 4 hours.
Yeah, well, I'm stopping for a fucking long rest.
Yeah.
Whether the rest of you like it or not.
Yeah, that's reasonable. I'll accept it.
So you guys come across this section of, essentially it's like a small fence just made out of dry stone, just more to like mark the entrance to the path. It's fairly overgrown that leads to this manor.
You only recover 1 level per long rest, don't you?
But I hear your air elemental was taking a long rest, so I suspect
yeah.
you all are.
Yeah. Well, what's
Yes,
coming on to
please.
Creepy Manor at night?
But on.
I'm definitely going in 8 hours when it's like 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm definitely happy to have a long rest right now. I don't know about everybody else.
I mean, I got one
yeah,
thing
like-
to back.
I'm just stopping in the middle of the road, face down in the dirt. I'm knackered. I'm waiting to be dragged off.
You place your stand face down in defensive position.
I'm going to have a quick look around.
Very well then, but return alive ideally.
I will do my best. I skirt off just so I'm a couple of 100 feet away out of range. I sort of kneel down, draw out the dagger, which is now glistening a bit purple, and cut my hand as a sacrifice of blood. Knowing this creature's from the Shadowfell, I ask for the favour of my patron. Put the dagger away and just circle around, have a bit of a look.
So you head down the path a bit, or?
Yep.
So you head down the path. You can hear things scurrying around in the forest. After a while, you start to lose your way as the path becomes more and more overgrown. But ahead of you, you see a couple of glowing purple butterflies fly out. They start to lead you through the forest deeper and deeper and deeper. Eventually, as an unnatural silence starts to fall over the place, a deep coldness begins to seep into you, and the moon is bright and full in the sky. I got to change picture.
Picture change.
Nope, it's not Faroon. Why is it not Faroon?
Might be.
I'll turn that off and hopefully not break everything. Wow, everything just sped up.
Oh boy.
That was probably the 23 megabyte map.
Haste.
Ooh.
Eventually, you see the ruins of a large, almost castle-like manor up ahead of you. Around, you see the shadows moving, but keeping a respectful distance from you. Butterflies flying further.
I continue to follow them.
You get led to the entrance. Doors of rotted wood, but still somehow managed to maintain the structure. Butterflies fly into them and disappear through the wood.
I go to knock on the door, realising it's quite rotten and don't want to damage it. I press to digitate and knocking.
You do that, and then there's like a slight creak as it opens. You see a very old, once noble but now led to rack and ruin manor. You head inside. Probably the first thing you notice is the smell of old blood. Looking around, you see people in various cultist robes. Looks like they've all been obliterated. Some by teeth and claw, some large beast. Others look more similar to the desiccation from your spells. Others appear to be killed by 1,000 cuts. Their blood splattered across the wall in patterns. Some of them, essentially decorations that long across the wall, that make them almost be hammered on there with such force that they've stayed plastered by their own blood as glue. The butterflies summon again and begin to head down apart, like a set of flight of stairs under like a main. There's like a main flight of stairs that go up. There's another one that goes down. The butterflies head down.
I just sort of start casting the beginnings of Eldritch Blast so the butterflies start circling me.
It seems
Not
to be more.
halfly.
Yeah, there seems to be more of them than normal.
And I'll follow the 2 butterflies down.
Yeah, they have like a slight purplish glow, creating a dim light around you. So you head down. You see, so you're just following the butterflies. So they flutter around, then fly downwards, sort of fairly direct down.
Is it like a hole or like a stairwell?
It looks like a steep staircase.
Yeah.
So you approach it. Can you make a dex save?
No.
So you reach the flagstones around the end. You put your foot on it, and you hear like a laughter of an old woman, sort of. So it like crumbles under your foot. You fall down.
What did I just tell you? Don't die.
Take 12 damage. So you fall down this very steep staircase. You end up in like a very large undercroft. There's maybe once a wine cellar or some other just large storage area, but it's bigger than some great halls even. Not the ones like some of the universities you went to over your years, but still a very large room. Shadows everywhere. The butterflies start moving about. They split 2, 4, 8, 16. Eventually there's just enough light here to create a wave of shadow around. And the shadows reveal a drow woman floating above the ground. She appears very old even by oldish standards. Long grey hair, very pale skin, some wrinkles around her. Says, you've come to me at last, Emharis.
That wasn't where you were expecting me, but here I am.
You sought me out?
Yes. Yes, we heard the cultists were coming to you, and I can only assume you have less of a problem with me being here, considering you let me this far.
Yes, they've been most annoying.
We plan to deal with them.
Yes. You're doing very well on that job.
Thank you. I have some friends here who would like to speak to you.
Yes.
Would you allow them to see us?
Certainly. I'm curious to see your other brother.
Shall I wait here? I'm sure they'll seek me out eventually, or would you like me to return with them?
I'll return with them. Sometime tonight.
Very well. Past the high of the moon. I'll be back.
As you wish. And the image of her shimmers and becomes like a wave of shadow and goes back to this like large crevice at the back of the room, vanishes into it.
Yeah. I start heading back out with the butterflies still lighting the way just slightly and pull the shadows around me in armour.
Yes, so you start heading back up. Every now and then, like, you cut your hand on something and you hear a bit of laughter, and it's just clearly this creature's taking some amusement at your need to get out and your trips and falls and sprains. And, let's make a general con save.
Nope.
So you take another 5 damage from bits and pieces. Eventually, though, scraped knees and broken fingernails and a couple of extra bruises, you reach the manor.
As I head towards the front door, I turn around with the dagger again and make an offering of blood. for your hospitality. I'll be back soon.
So as the blood hits the ground, you feel some of the shadows envelop around you, and but as they do, it's cold, digs deep into you, but protective more so even than your standard armor. Then it fades back off you. It definitely leaves you with the feeling that if more blood was spilled, and not just yours, they may assist.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the party's eating.
I'll slowly try to make my way back to the party.
Yeah, so you get out into the forest and you get lost for a while. You roll survival.
Maybe. So for survival, it's 18 on the dice. Plus 1, so 19.
Takes you a while. You walk through some thorny brushes and a few other things, and you realise that eventually that your senses are just being messed with. Use the moon more as a guide as to which direction to go rather than following the twisting paths of the forest. Eventually you arrive back at the long road and work out roughly where you are and head down the road about 1 kilometre until you see the fire I assume the party has.
Mm-hmm. I just slink in through the shadows and then just take a seat next to them.
And you know, I've never heard anything about a watch or anything like that, so it's quite easy.
Watch, what's up?
Our watch is him because he doesn't sleep.
Yes.
I'm sitting there with like roasting a bit of horse on my flamethrower.
I'm cooking a whole leg.
I'm sleeping. I assume he is too.
Oh, I'm zoned out. I'm gone.
Yeah, we asleep.
And second level of exhaustion, like you can kick me really hard.
You won't wake up.
I draw on Truedream's face with charcoal.
What do you draw?
Mustache.
Probably goes very nicely with the tats.
And some hair.
What did say you? Yes.
Oh
White
yeah, I
short
realised
frosted
it's
tips.
not actually tattoos, it's actually just like skin pigmentation because I realised Goliath's tattoos are taboo, but their skin just naturally does variations in shade from grey brown to full on black. And I'm like, oh okay then.
Okay.
What I thought was tattoos is just her skin pigment.
Stone giant.
You roll. If you roll sleight of hand with advantage, and
Yeah.
can you roll perception with disadvantage?
Oh, good.
There's 3 on the die. So that's 3. 6.
You're proficient.
Oh, I'm proficient. 17.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So you managed to draw this up on there,
I wasn't given it.
It's a nice little Hitler mustache too.
which has no cultural meaning in this world.
Oh, I'm sure
I
there's that guy.
I live somewhere.
Yeah,
There's
some douchebag somewhere.
No, you've drawn on the moustache of a brilliant silent comedian you once saw at a pub.
Chaplain.
Oh, poor child.
Yeah, so 8 hours pass, you will get your rest, you'll recover.
So, I found where we need to go.
What?
It's further on. You'll see
Alright.
it soon enough, but to get in, we will need a way to pass. And I pull out a vial. I'm like, can you all please put some of your blood in here?
Certainly.
I have a strong indication to ask why it requires a blood sacrifice.
Oh, because she's a lady of the Shadowfell. Do you want her to grant us safe passage or attack?
I'm going to need you to explain in more detail.
Well, it's a very powerful creature, and she has agreed not to attack us. I show you my hand with a cut across it. If we prove that we're willing to sacrifice.
As a man of science, and magic, I am not willing to give up any of my blood to anybody, especially in a well-presented vial. I mean,
Very well, but do not enter the manor then.
Does she wish to keep it?
Oh, it's just a token.
I
It will be poured out as soon as we enter. It's just a gesture of good faith.
I am perfectly happy pouring my own blood into a vial, but I will drink it upon the use being supplied.
That is rather strange.
Yeah, well, I'd rather I have it inside me.
You may have none left inside you, if you do not appease the lady.
That's alright.
I would rather spill my blood when upon reaching rather than placing it into a vial. It is not sanitary to do it in your manner. Blood diseases are a very important thing.
Thank you, Koff. Emissos?
I did not put my blood in the vial.
I think about it for a while and, yeah, whatever, to shut you up. Cut my hand, drip some blood in, swirl it around a bit.
Thank you.
So everyone who cut their hand cannot use a two-handed weapon for that.
You're screwed. I cut my foot.
You cannot run.
That's alright, I'm a monk. I just hop everywhere.
Full speed.
Hopping like him. Yeah.
By the way. Alright, well, I'll lead the way. I'll try to. It's tricky. She doesn't want us to find a way, but we should be able to.
Very well.
Well, this is interesting. I stay all the way at the back of the party.
I will try to wind my way back through.
Yeah, so
I walk with my shield out because I don't trust this at all.
I do the same. In fact, I spawn my turret.
I was going to say, I'll be one in front of you walking with my hands behind my back and just every now and then producing a small flame in my hands so your eyes just like light up and just like, shit burns. Oh, it's gone away. Oh, it's burning. Ah, it's gone away.
So you guys start travelling through, following Emharis. As you wind through the path, every now and then you come across like brambles and the like that are covered across, and as you approach you see them bend backwards. I know you open up a path. It's very clear this road is being covered, not covered, protected by whatever this creature is, but it's very clearly making a path for Emharis. So it doesn't take you too long with the direct path. What's everyone's passive perception?
13.
Oh, 11.
15.
14.
No, sorry, 11. Wrong character.
It's, this whole area is very cold and the shadows seem long. The noises are muted until you can't hear anything natural around. Eventually, though, you see this large manor, a small castle, ruined in front of you. It's sort of odd. From people who have talked about it, it's not that old, but this looks like it's been decayed for 1,000 years. But inside it seemed to be less. Yeah. So yeah, there's walls around, there's fog and mist everywhere, the moon is high in the sky.
I approach the front door again and say, oh, hold just a moment. Press to digitate the loud knock.
Does it look like a natural moon?
Roll a nature check.
Can I do that as well?
Yeah.
11. But being a moon elf, surely
You did not pay attention to your culture.
I also got 11.
It is the red moon, which his names are forgotten, and it's like at its
Hunter's
apex.
Moon? Hunter's Moon?
Yeah, yeah. I'll take your word for it. Hunter's
Hunter's
Moon. It's at its apex. It seems off somehow. The doors, both of them swing wide. Inside you see the cultists dead and slaughtered everywhere.
I splash the blood that I collected on the ground and also offer mine again. And then step forward.
Why are we here again?
I genuinely do not recall.
Anybody?
It will be made clear shortly.
I'm just all set to go this way.
That's exceedingly ominous.
How heavy are you in your turret? How heavy are you in your turret?
Well, I'm a small creature. It's a small creature, but it's also made out of metal.
So I'm not yeah, but you're shitty metal, so it's probably all rusty and crap.
Yeah, and I'm also carrying a bunch of stuff on my back.
Yeah.
So
It's a
but it
tank
has
that's
wheels?
walking around on peg legs.
It has
Think of it
wheels,
that
yeah?
way.
It has wheels.
it has legs currently.
Yeah, yeah. I want to like shove him inside and see what happens.
I mean, you can make an athletics check and you can make an acrobatics check. Or athletics, your choice.
4 again.
16.
So you shove them inside, and zoom, you just get a better look at these dead cultists everywhere.
I'm like, and then turn back to you and like,
Inside the walls!
No, I slipped. Ground's quite uneven.
Yeah, I walk into the room.
not cool, man. Not cool.
So you look
And I
around.
back up.
It's clear that whatever is in here has a passionate dislike for the cultists.
Cool. I walk into the room with the cultist staff and bash it on the ground to get everybody's attention. Yeah, that's like a...
Don't forget to make your offerings.
Making more of a thunderous echo.
I take out, and I've been waiting for this since like session 0. I take out a delicate little tiny familial anathema and a gentle little prick in my finger, and I kind of just flick, flick, flick. In a very ceremonial manner. I put it away and I kind of just stick my finger in my mouth like.
I hold my hand, I go up to Truedream and I hold my hand out as my whole Morculus comes out and blast my hand.
And as your blood is spilled, series of old candelabras start lighting up.
I do not like that.
This way.
Like, right.
At that point, we might go to our break. So we'll see you back here in about 15 minutes
Yeet.
to find out what happens.
Yeet.
So see you then.
The old gods shall return.
welcome back to Rundreth Manor. So you started leading them down the path that goes between the
Good and bad.
ruined flight of stairs, and starts heading down further and further.
It's me.
It's playing footsies.
So a series of torches glow, creating light for you. Fairly dim purplish light, but it creates enough light for you to see, but shadows everywhere.
Cool. As we're going along, I'll probably be somewhere in the middle, but I produce flame and just hold it up for everyone.
It seems slightly dimmed.
Yeah.
Like feels, and the flame's a bit cooler as well. I mean, it has the same effect, but
Yeah.
Dramatic flare.
dramatic flare. So eventually you go down and you see that this path takes a steep dive down. It looks like some of the stones at the top of it have recently crumbled.
Sorry, my keys fell on the floor.
It's alright, you're being really subtle about picking them up, so it's good.
You fall on your keys, you take extra damage.
Smooth.
Look, I knocked my purse over, okay?
I was going to say, it sounds like Bombada's contraption going down the stairs.
I just hop the stair, hope for the best, and
Yeah, so knowing that the edge, well, the dangerous bit you're fine with, so you hop over, start heading down, and it's a very steep staircase. The coldness down here has made it slightly moist. Can you make a dex save? It's not very high DC.
nope.
What'd you get?
9. Oh, actually, give me 1 second. Might have.
10's the DC, so
Dex save. 8. Am I proficient? No, 9.
So you go down as you did before. This time you're like a bit more used to falling and take 9 damage.
Yep.
Who's going next?
Yep.
Oh, I know I'm all the way at the back of my thinking.
Dex save, please, as you start heading down and following.
That's about 20.
Yeah, I mean, it's only like,
I got a fucking light.
and you grew up on ruins of ancient civilizations because you weren't allowed in the current buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah, so whatever, you just do. Who's next?
I'm at the back with the.
So you're not next.
Right.
Who's next?
I'm trying to fight for the back, but apparently he's pushing me forward like a bully.
Run by default.
I'll go next. That's a 16 on the die. So -1, that's a 15.
Yeah, so you, with the short-footedness of a mountain Goliath, start heading down the stone. Not as quick as the half-elf friend, but you manage to adjust your balance correctly and go down short-footedly.
Do I see them fall down?
Yeah, you saw him fall. He got like 2 steps down.
Alright.
Ironically, I saw a GIF earlier today that is exactly what the two of us are doing that I'm going to post in our Discord.
The Discord. So who out of you two is actually?
I will go
I'm
first.
pushing him.
Yeah.
Are you actually pushing him?
Yeah.
Can you roll an athletics?
I know it's like stopping me from getting past him. Like he's blocking my
What's the
way.
light like in this?
I gather he wants to go last, so he's pushing you down.
Well, it's better than saying I'm going to attempt to ride him like a skateboard.
Athletics check. Grapple. Anti-grapple check.
Natural 2.
11. I'm not pushing him like super fast, just so he said.
It doesn't matter. You make a dex save. This will be a higher DC than the other one.
Natural 20.
So he pushes you, you go a couple of steps. Yeah, and your turret goes.
I was going to say presses against the walls and you waddle down, not touching any
Yeah, they just
steps.
start going down. Just you now. Dex save. You head down.
As he does that, I take my light out, make it a little bit dimmer.
20. I mean, 23.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
You're a monk.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you've walked down enough stone stairs in bars where there's
While
like
being
alcohol
completely
spilled.
drunk.
Yeah, not completely alcohol.
I sat down behind you.
You just go, like if you see that clip of the guy who went down the flight of stairs while he was so drunk he just ragdolled, and he gets up at the end after falling over like some sort of thing. Basically that.
That's how I always move.
So you are at the bottom and you get to your feet and you see similarly This time it's not butterflies, but there's just a series of purple lights floating around, drifting, sort of some larger with like little ones orbiting around. Almost looks like will-o-wisps, but
Saber-toothed. Not saber-toothed.
nah, not saber-toothed will-o-wisps.
Still high.
You see the shadows move towards this crevice at the back of the thing, and then the drow woman is standing there, or floating there again, just her feet that far off the ground.
Ah, my lady. Hello again.
Emharis
These are my friends I was telling you about.
looks over his shoulders as they start arriving down the stairs. Welcome to my humble manor. Demeanor changes to put on a slightly more noble look of her face as you arrive.
As I turn and I climb the wall a little bit, I'm like, no. Just like up and back against the wall, basically like a cat, like.
Don't like that.
So I believe you hear about the cultists?
Yes.
Is there a light source in here?
A number of those small sort of almost will-o-wisp lights. It's all very dim, all shadows everywhere. Even those with dark vision.
Yep.
You can see like the grey tones of this
There's
place.
something affecting it.
But
Yeah.
the back wall with a crevice, the shadows are clinging to that. Almost more like a dark mist.
We heard they were a problem for you. They're a problem for us. We were hoping we'd come to an arrangement.
Well, I'm certainly willing to do an information trade, and perhaps if your information's good, we might work together to destroy some of them.
Very well. Well, we've infiltrated a couple of the cults, destroyed some of them. One of their leaders, Bombada. You know more about her.
About her death or about who she was?
Who she was.
She called herself a queen or something. She worshipped some air cult, air primordial called Yancey.
Azariah Kalinov, I believe her name was.
Sounds about right.
I grip Windbane a little bit tighter.
And I believe the creature was Yanzi Bing. Perhaps I'm hearing it slightly wrong from up there.
I have a distinctive dialect. It's like, alright.
You've taken a trophy, I see. How wise.
I'll just nod my head suspiciously.
She has been killed, along with many of their minions of both theirs, the air, the earth, fire.
Excellent.
I just quietly pull out the scalped hair and kind of just like place it on top of like the helmet of my armor and just wait.
Oh yes, and this one, and I pull out the golden mask. She was the first one we took.
I think I remember seeing some of the quick moving ones. I think there's some of them upstairs.
Looks like they've been dealt with.
No, yes. I'm not undefended here.
What are they hoping to gain from you by coming here if they know you will just kill them?
Well, they know that now. They were very presumptuous and rude. Unlike you, I appreciate the tribute you gave.
Of course.
Who are you heading after next?
We're going back after the earth.
Yes.
There's a man there trying to recreate dwarvish golems.
Not one I know.
Bombada, do you know anything the earth called?
Like I get a +7 to religion, I might know a lot of shit.
Really?
And you worked with the cults? Is that an advantage or anything, working with the cults?
Bad. It's still 13.
Beyond them being the cult of the Black Earth, no, you don't know too much.
Oh wait, I did roll really highly previously. That's why I got all of their names. I have all of them written down.
Yeah,
But I wrote them all down intentionally inaccurately.
yes.
I believe they worship another one of these primordial beings. He goes by Mark. At least that's what I call him.
I mean, their prophet is Malas Ernerel.
Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Well, we killed some of their number on the way here, in fact. They attacked us.
Oh, excellent. Do you intend to kill another one? Claim trophies from them too?
Yes, we plan to kill them all.
Excellent.
Look, I'm just here for the money. And
money.
maybe to be the richest kobold that's ever lived.
We also claimed one of the destruction orbs. Made sure it was dealt with.
Ooh, I'd be very interested in any them you found.
Well, the other one's gone, but if we find any more...
I would also be very interested in this. Imagine what I could do.
Sell it for a lot of money to someone who was more interested and had the money.
Or I could use it as a battery. What? Sorry.
No. They are a conduit to an elemental plane. That's not a bad idea. But Marlos, their prophet, if you go up against him, be very careful. He is a Medusa.
Oh.
I'm dying quietly inside because that's incorrect. But
I know, he is a Medusa. Are you suggesting D&D lore is wrong?
Medusa was one woman, the rest of them are Gorgons.
Well, technically she was also a Gorgon.
She was a
Also,
Gorgon.
this isn't great
but
history, this is
Medusa
Dungeons and
is a
Dragons.
This was her name, yes.
Yes. Gotta keep my mouth shut.
Any other information you'd like? We might be able to fill in some gaps for you. We've been doing this for a while now.
Well, I'm given these were mad. What else have you learned?
The air court had access to a genie that is now free.
Potent, it's a good thing you freed the genie.
One of them was a dragon rider too. So who knows what other beasts they have under their control.
Interesting. And the dragon?
Dispatched.
Richard was kind of a dick.
What kind of dragon?
Blue. Adult, I think. Hard to tell in the dark.
Ah. You are posted adventurers.
I wasn't there. I mean, I saw it.
We did lose a member, but we did slay the adult blue and its rider.
Well, that is very interesting. Perhaps I'll give you a piece of information. That weapon you have in your hand,
Grips tighter again. It's your white knuckles.
that has certain powers within it.
Yes.
With it, you could generate one of the devastation orbs. Or, I think more importantly to what you wish to do, it has some control over the elemental portal.
Portal?
Well, they're getting the power from somewhere. Do you not know the history of this land?
No.
Well, I've only pieced together some of it, but a time ago, a large temple to the elemental evils was built here. It was destroyed and sunk and sealed beneath the surface. Some drow, unfortunately for them, or us, managed to uncover temple below. Using its power, they created the weapons such as that one. Windvane, I believe it is.
Correct.
Dedicated to the Elder Elemental Eye. Since then, the prophets have moved in and claimed their own territories.
Does Windvane have any siblings?
Yes. It has 3.
One from each cult, I assume.
Yes.
What do you mean by exert a modicum of control over the portal?
I'll get to that in just a moment. Yes, there's Tinder Strike. Obviously, the one tied to the plane of fire. Iron Fang, that I believe you'll find in Marlos's hands. Windvane, you've taken of yourself. And Drown.
Oh, I like the sound of that one.
Would this final resting place where the portals converge be the location of the Harpy Queen we were told of?
I know neither of temple's that deep, or a harpy queen overseeing things.
I haven't heard of any harpy queen, have I? I think I've asked this question
You have
before.
not. You asked a question about the portals?
So exerting control over this portal, what is this portal exactly?
I'm not craning my neck and yelling a bit. Can you come down here?
You can rest on my shoulders if you.
I'll telepathically command the homunculus to go closer, like fly over closer to him, like speak into it.
No.
Okay, let's roll a confidence boost above 10 and fuck, alright.
Just jump on my shoulders.
Get within 5 feet.
And I'll come down and I'll get closer and I'll just be like,
Hide between my legs.
From what I can sense, the magic, the 4 portals are connected to the inner planes. Each one is exerting an influence at the point of convergence, and the realms around them are likely influenced heavily by the elemental planes.
is it possible that the items would be able to close said portals or pull something through it?
I would have to have a closer look at that one to be certain. But I essentially draw the essence through to make the devastation orbs. May I have a look?
Yes.
She walks up closer and just starts eyeing it. She makes no effort to grab it.
But now,
I mean, I don't know why I'm bothering rolling. So, just, I believe it's possible.
To close it or pull something through?
Both.
That's worrying. That is extremely worrying. Bad.
sounds like we should collect these weapons then. Do you have any way of assisting us with this? It seems to serve both of our needs.
Well, if you manage to bring the weapons before me and perhaps something that created, bring me some of the devastation orbs as well, I should be able to research the matter and...
So, a meta question. When I identified the wind vein before I gave it to him, did I become aware of the slight change it would cause?
The slight change it would cause?
The personality.
The side
No.
effects.
No. Okay.
No.
We'll be.
That's the curse part.
Yeah.
But you did sense that there was a bit of an essence of an elemental being in it.
Yep. Interesting.
Well, it seems like we still have plenty ahead of us. I think it's time to go back to the Earth Cult.
But yes, the more information, objects of power that they've created and the like you bring me, the more I can learn and tell.
Here we go now.
Well, unless there's anything else
I
we'd like
shrug
to
on
ask.
stupid old lady and leave.
It's a slight flicker on her face as you say that and start walking off. Where I'm from, things must be traded. If you tell me what you want and offer something in return, then
I'm content.
I was tempted to be a smart ass, turn around, grab him and be like, 5.
a bit like now. 5.
That still would have been funny, making you go back to your character.
Oh, if only. Oh, look.
Oh, I see.
I'd be alright with that.
Well, the shadows cling to me well now, but I've almost died more than once. If there anything that could help me with that, I'd greatly appreciate it. I'm not sure what I could give you in return, but...
I do have command over magic, as many of my people do. Shadows, as many of my people do. You have something I can draw magic out of?
I present my packed weapon, so it's not mine to give, but this is what I have.
No, I don't need some trinket.
What about you, fish?
Sven.
I don't
Not
think it's magical.
No.
Well, I'm glad I brought that up.
I very, very carefully put it back in my robe.
Who's got the Wonder Secrets at the moment?
You
I still got the Wonder Secrets.
You got Dewans.
I got the one.
God knows why, actually.
Because I'm the greatest wizard in the fucking land.
Maybe he's born with a magic wand.
I begrudgingly present the Wonder Secrets to this hag-looking peasant lady.
So this old matriarch drow.
Yeah,
She rips out her hands.
she's lesser than me. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, you probably wouldn't have been taught that. At least it's not a drow. Bloody human. And the wand is pulled out your hand and sort of moves above hers. Yes. My magic does have some basis in blood as well. I'll need some of yours and some of your friends as well.
Tap cough. You can punch him in the face.
I pull out the blade and draw it across my hand again. Ah, that hurts a bit more now.
You see some of the blood sort of mist up and start swirling around the wand, so creating like a ring orbit around it. I need another one person's blood.
Little help, anyone?
Not
Yeah.
with me, she said your
Fine.
friends.
Over the point of the spear, I run the already pre-cut hand.
Yep. Goes around. Then it starts. The blood itself becomes like black and shadowy rings. And the wand starts to decay, and so a glow shifts to be glowing purple, and then together it sort of glows into like a crystal shard made out of purple crystal shard. She just gestures it at you and it flies and hits you. And you blur slightly.
Thank you. How do I use it? Oh,
I hear you are the greatest wizard in the land. I'm sure you can figure it out.
I've been told. Yeah, even she knows.
That's still a 15. Up for Arcana.
Yeah, he's not.
That's old magic. Whatever she did.
I guess I'll find out in an hour.
Nope. Bad magic.
Don't like that.
And clearly connected to the shadow foe.
I'm walking up the stairs.
I feel the power. Thank you.
I feel the power. Feel the touch.
Now, unless there's anything else.
I think that's it for now. Thank you again for your hospitality and for allowing us passage.
It's good to have visitors who are not trying to force my hand.
Cool. I'm going to go upstairs while they're finishing their talk and start looting the bodies.
Sure. You make a deck save.
Can I climb the walls instead?
You can. You make a deck
19.
save. Yeah, you're fine.
I'm also down.
I remember this time.
Dex save as well.
Please.
Can I just drunk roll back up?
I was going to say, you have to roll with disadvantage because you're not used to going upstairs.
I'm fine.
12 minus 1, so 11.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. So you get back upstairs. Yeah, you start looking through the bodies.
Yeah.
And they're all, actually, there's going to be some toys on these guys. You roll me a D100. You said you were looking first.
Yeah, well, I know that they've got a mask, he said. Or she said. So I'm going to yoink that because that's going to come in handy.
A lot of these guys are banking members. So.
That was shit. 14.
Oh, was it amazing? One of them has a fireball trap on it.
Death Ward. They're back.
Oh shit.
It's just plain dead.
You roll a d8.
4.
Alrighty. You get between them 80 platinum. You want me to do 100?
78.
You find a potion containing some sort of oil. You roll again.
33.
Actually, just that was an oily illness. You don't know it, but just for when you get it investigated. 33, you said?
Yep.
You find a potion of diminution. Sounds very familiar.
Awfully familiar, some would say.
It's the opposite of blue pill.
Another roll, please.
71.
Yep, that will be a spell scroll. Can you roll one more time?
46.
Let me pick up the book.
sorry,
I just put
49.
down.
The 49 on that one.
Let's see if
I think that's for the spell scroll.
No, it's a potion of stone giant strength.
Apparently, all I can do is roll 30s and 70s. Finally, 50. Yeah. Back to the 30s. That's what we would have been looking for.
You roll me d6.
4.
Cool. You find a scroll that looks like it's some pretty serious fire magic.
That's the same scroll.
That is that scroll, yeah.
Yeah.
It is a wizard's spell scroll. So you guys are all upstairs, just pouring through these people.
I mean, she hasn't yet, so may as well.
Yeah, I haven't kicked through a couple, but I'm not going to lie.
Oh, the 60 platinum pieces is what you find. It's in like 50 of it's in like a small little chest, lockbox basically. I think it's probably more like would have been a gift than anything else.
Yeah.
That was just not given. The 10 is just basically what the rest of them had.
Does it look like these are all 4 cults represented here?
Yes.
Is there anyone that's not a cultist here, by the looks of it?
It looks like you find a couple of bits of like some of the bigger beasts that have been with them.
Okay.
So there's an ogre, there looks like a bugbear.
But it doesn't look like envoys from anyone else. It's all been cultists related.
This group, not that you can tell.
Yeah.
But make an insight. Investigation check, sorry.
Being the generous person I am, I'll give everybody 10 platinum.
Investigation?
Yep.
That is going to be 18. Sorry, 19.
19. You look around. Takes you a while, but you do eventually find a person in like upstairs and sort of back a little bit, hidden away from everyone else as you come across him. Looks to be dressed in very plain leathers. He appears to have had the life drained out of him, sort of quite quietly. You see one of the shadows detached from the wall, points down to his belt.
Yeah, I'll sort of lean in and pull the cloak back and investigate the belt.
Yeah. You open it up, inside you see a small little symbol of the Harpers. And this like winged shadow just fades back into the wall.
I take the Harper thing with me and I search him.
He has a short sword, short bow.
Nothing unusual though.
Nah, they feel magical, just like +1 stuff.
Okay. I'll take them with the intention to sell.
The armor's probably +1 armor as well. Just +1 solid leather armor.
Yeah. No, I'm lucky with that. Put it in my bag.
Actually, while I'm giving everybody platinum, I can hand you the wizard spell and give you 10 platinum to work out what the fuck it is.
Give me 10 minutes with it.
Your voice went rather deep then. Are you feeling well?
Sorry, it's a bit of a cold coming on.
It's the effects of licking a wizard spell.
Yeah. So you identify him?
Great.
Yep.
His wizard spell is 5th level. It is immolation.
It's nothing good.
So it's a burst of steam smoke.
Cool. I take it off you. I might as well bin it.
I mean, I already have a junk pile that I could.
No, it's alright. I'll dispose.
Yeah,
It's a
fine.
magic spell scroll. Surely you could at least sell it. Mom would sell
It's
it.
a very good spell, but it's very explosive.
Perhaps.
Considering I've tried to blow up the party already once, this.
How about cough holder good?
Okay. Yoink.
I would rather the big.
Too late. Got it now.
No.
Bombada, I message you not. Cough can't use it. He doesn't know magic.
I message you like, anyone can use it. They just gotta be lucky.
I walk back downstairs and I immolate that bitch.
No.
And you didn't take it out of his hand unless it's some
I'm
kind of
just going to
contest
point out that he was paid to do a service and he's withholding the goods, so clearly he's not a.
I
Good
got
trades.
a 24 in my athletics. Gotta love being a monk.
I got a 5.
Yoink. I would like to just like pick it up while he holds on to it and then he just drops off.
Yeah, I mean it's made out of paper, but
Slick oil.
Isn't it? Yeah, but it looks funny. It's a small child. Taste it.
sure.
I mean, I'm not much bigger than him.
Luckily, it's a magic item.
Exactly. Can you check?
It's a scroll. It's not a magic item.
Scrolls are magic items, aren't they?
Yeah. Not in the same way. They're not totally indestructible.
It's a bit tougher.
But it
than
manages not
parchment.
to rip.
That would have been funny.
Well, alright, let's head back anyway. We've got what we need from here. We've got to deal with these cults still. I think we should get on the carriage and head back. Unless anyone has any objections.
Nope.
No.
Alright. I'm gonna head out and start trying to wend my way back towards where the carriage is.
Yeah, you managed to follow the path quite easily. It's almost like the forests are moved in such a way that it's impossible not to follow the path.
Oh,
we try?
there it is.
I mean, if you would think to.
Yeah, I'd like to try and step with the path.
Sure. You walk into a bunch of woodland. Roll a deck save.
18. Yeah.
18. Yeah, you take 10 damage from various thorns as they tear into you. You very quickly lose the ability to even see properly where you're going, except strange enough back to the path.
And back to the path.
I think I can see the cart up ahead. Is that the remnants of the fire you set? Who set the fire? Was it you, Emissos?
No.
I didn't set a fire. I just have fire with me at all times.
If only I had a fire spell around.
I'm assuming someone set up a fire at a camp since no one has dark vision.
Yeah,
No, I have dark vision.
there was a fire there. I don't know who said that.
I've got dark vision.
Anyway, so you get back to camp.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'll be at the back of this parade,
There's,
bitching at you that you've done a service and you've taken payment and you've lost the product.
You were standing right
I
there.
want
You didn't
compensation.
stop him.
Alright, can we please focus on the task at hand, which is killing the cultists? I think we can all agree on that.
Look, I mean,
Isn't he a cultist?
I've already killed cultists, I know. I mean,
Well, then it should be easy to kill strangers.
I mean, I don't know if it should be.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
It's pretty easy.
So we
That's
don't.
exactly why I feel like you shouldn't have a big spell.
We don't have horses, right? I'm going to go back to where it felt like the forest was maybe enchanted.
Yep.
So I don't know if anyone's out there or can hear me, but it would be really good if we had some way to drag our cart back.
Can we get some swell's tails?
Just listening for a moment.
I was going to say, I am probably going to have, locate somewhere, or during the last rest would have added it.
Why didn't we get the giant Goliath to just push the cart?
You get the impression that a different person gave some blood. You'd probably get something.
Fortunately, we don't have anyone different here.
I mean, as opposed to you two.
Ah.
Different for the second round.
I'll make him bleed.
Go on then.
Cool. What am I going to hit Cough with?
No, I hit the kobold would be easier. And he
Yeah, I know, but you got the one thing I want.
It's really not.
You're only 1 AC higher than me.
Hey,
I
Clive,
also have shield.
come here.
What?
Can you... You know how I am in the dark. Can you see what that is over there in the tree line? It's only about 20 feet that way.
Hold copper.
And I point into the direction where I know we shouldn't be going and he got cut up last time.
Oh, that's pretty much anywhere back in the forest, yeah.
Alright, fine, we stand in the path and we just push him over.
I'm just hoping he'll go and investigate for us.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm not walking in there. We just came out of there.
Yeah, second he gets close, just push him.
Sure, roll an athletics check.
14.
20. I'll just dodge out of the way and I'll push him into it.
Vice versa.
I cast Thunder Wave
17.
on all of them.
Yeah. All make a con save.
Oh. What's the DC?
15.
Yes, I can.
13.
No.
So,
And you're all, anyone who fails is pushed 10 feet into the bramble and you take 3d8 damage.
and then you both take an extra 10 damage.
Do I take any damage if I pass con?
Half.
I mean, can we use my d8? Because I just rolled a 1, a 3, and a 2.
I just rolled 2 8s and a 1, so.
Damn.
17.
Yeah.
So, 27.
But you do start hearing a echo, like muted in the mist. Clip, clop, clip, clop. Then a second clip, clop, clip, clop, clip, clop.
Look at that!
Cool.
I'm magic!
I punch.
I go out and drop Ice Storm on top of the fucking horses. We are settling this shit my way.
No.
No, I'll behave.
Yeah.
Is it just a single horse?
It's two.
2 horses?
Mostly 2 horses.
It's more like.
So these two predominantly skeletal horses come out. Looks like their bones are held together by this dark, shadowy mist.
And nobody sees this as a bad thing.
Do we want to get back or not? I don't think we'll be attacked with those. I'm going to hitch them.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back to Forest saying, thank you.
You got a saddle on that bag?
Yeah, if I want.
Alright, well, I'm sure Truedream will take the reins. I'm going to get some rest.
Cool. I'm going to burn every frickin' polymorph I have.
Well, the horses are there now, so.
I know.
What are you doing?
I've got the shits up at the moment.
So what are you doing?
We're flying the fuck out of here. Griffin. I ate one of them. What could go wrong?
Sure. Make a con save.
17.
Yeah. So you turn into a horse and you get the eagle-like head,
Yeah.
2 wings, out.
And it's nice because it's got dark vision in the middle of the fucking night.
I jump on his back.
Yeah.
And I fly into a tree.
How silver! That's alright.
Like under a tree or just into a tree?
Fucking
Face first. What's the
George is
intelligence?
on himself.
At some point,
Intelligence is 2. Yeah, I fly into a fucking tree.
I get rid of my current turret, summon up a new one, but it's just got free spinning wheels, and I tie it to the back of the cart. So just like chill on it as it.
Why can't we just ride in a fucking car like normal adventurers?
This is how normal adventurers travel.
As I sit there by myself, rolling my eyes.
Unable to sleep.
Yeah, cool. If he's going to sit on my back, I'm going to lay down and roll on the ground.
that would be quite
Can horses
uncomfortable.
roll over?
Yeah, they can, but this is not a horse. It's a griffin.
It's a griffin.
Its wings would probably be quite
you.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, I've got to tuck my wings in and
Like
just
a seagull.
freaking roll.
Tuck and roll, tuck and roll.
Okay, just jump off.
So I'm going to worry about the cart. So the cart heads off. Where are you headed?
You're
Back to
bored.
the
You can fucking run
festival.
the distance.
So you'll head to the Sanctus Monastery.
Do we go through Red Larch to get there?
Depends if you want to do the longer route on roads or if you want to take the off-road route.
Probably the longer route.
We got skilled horses. Off-road it.
So you guys start heading
fuck it.
back up north on the long road.
I can't give up.
At some point, these two catch up in some way, either as a griffin with someone on the back,
I was going to say,
or
you
a
can hear
griffin and someone
you
running
can
on
hear
the
a
ground.
squealing pig go really fast. Squeal!
So you're heading back. Someone roll me a d20.
I will.
It's going to look great.
There's a nat 20.
Oh fuck.
Terra skill, here we come.
You roll me a d8 and a d12.
The 8 and
We
12.
want a 12 and an 8, please.
That is a 4 on the D12 and a 5 on the D8.
That's most disappointing.
Is that just a?
Kind of lucky that it's boring.
I'll see what it is first.
Is this
not
like
that many things
is
to
this
like
like the
it.
same day of traveling or?
Well, I mean, you've had a long rest.
We'll be getting back in the morning.
So what did you get?
I
9?
imagine. Altogether? Between
Yeah.
the two, yes, 9. It's boring. I did get a nat 20 though, so I should get to reroll.
Yeah, you can get it. You can reroll. Roll a 20, a d20. Seems more interesting rather than just keeping run of the mill middle
Oh,
stuff.
lucky that. I think that's that. Damn it.
I'll like it. Damn. 4.
An 8, a 3, a 4.
If it would have been a 1, that could be fun.
Alright, so you're travelling along the road.
How are you doing? What was the other one?
At night. And so you're in the air
For 4 hours.
for 4 hours.
Then the ground appears really quick.
So you just fall when you hit the ground? Is that what you're saying with that? Or do you...
No, I'll probably be, get the tingling sensation.
Yeah. So I feel like it's probably some sort of... You start to feel fatigued in the
Yeah.
transformation
You should
muscle.
probably see a herbalist if you're getting a tingling sensation like that.
Does it burn when you pee?
I told you to stop licking
No,
yourself.
but my
in the
back's
ground
kind of
like this.
itchy at the moment.
And definitely in your human form.
Yeah.
What have that book on me? Nope.
It's more fun. I did roll a D12 and D8.
There's a lot of chafing because this monk don't wear pants.
Yeah. Roll me a d6.
5.
Appears from the death to kill us. We must get
5 liches appear from the side of the road.
No
5 delish.
So 5 triplets. No. So yeah, any of you have none of you have a passive perception.
I got 11.
We
High
have
enough to
passive
reach-
perception to this trash.
Yeah, none of you have
13,
enough.
14.
Yeah,
Depends, are we still up?
14's not bad.
I rolled enough for 3. So who is asleep? Who is driving?
Truedream's driving, I imagine.
Is Truedream driving or asleep?
IRL or
Yeah.
asleep in IRL.
Apparently.
Well, the skeletal horses drive themselves. Oh.
I imagine Truedream's driving and we've gotten out to investigate something and she's driven off 200 metres down the road to check something else.
Oh, obviously.
Set up camp. She's going to move the skeletal horses out of the way.
Yep.
So not
I was
conspicuous.
going to say, how far into this are we? More than 4 hours?
Yeah, you're probably getting close to the end of the 4 hours. You guys have stopped. You're setting up a camp. Can people roll initiative?
I just want to know whether I'm still a griffin or not.
Yeah, I'll say you are just because it's music.
13 for Emharis.
11 for Emharis.
Hey, stop taking me down the initiative order.
I got a Bombada got a 15 and Truedream got a 10.
And I got an 11.
Truedream's a couple of rounds away, so.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
You got
11.
Sure. So you guys are setting up camp, and suddenly, without warning, the undergrowth bursts as some very long-limbed, green-tinged creatures come out of the darkness and start swinging at you all. They're going to get surprise rounds. They will get They got natural 20 on themselves. They're all going to get an advantage on their first attack.
I do have a homunculus that is constantly on the lookout on Truedream. Is she too far away for it to spot?
You've also got one on me, the mechanical one.
I got a natural 20 on myself.
I can cast on yours, but I can't see.
I got a natural 20 on stealth.
Oh, right, yeah. All good. All good.
I mean, it's not.
I mean, it's going to be real bad, but...
So first person they attack, well, 1, 2, 3, 4. Crit.
20 anyway.
It's a miss. And then it's a hit. The crit is.
Are you just sleeping as a griffin?
No, I'll be flying around the area, so I'll be in the air being a dick. So I'm about to land the nasty way.
Cool. So one hit you.
Now, I would have had...
I would also be flying around.
I could find something. They all have machine guns.
I camped up in a tree, holding up a riot shield.
Yes, I've climbed up the tree with my turret.
If we set up camp, I would have just been around the fire.
It
Sitting with my
flies.
back against the tree.
Warlock got in your spells called Leo's Tiny Hut. We're all inside that.
So the first person they hit
But
you.
if they go in for me first, if I've attuned by now...
Yeah. Do you have it on?
Yeah. Well... Yeah.
Can you take it off?
It's stuck into his throat, yeah.
Well, unlucky for you, I rolled a 20 and like a 17.
Well, I'm going to lucky that.
Which one?
Both.
18 to hit.
Still hits anyway.
Yeah.
Oh,
Better
this is
than
not a crit.
So,
Third one misses now. Oh no, it doesn't matter because the first one hit. That would have ended the clock. Anyway, so damage 7. Woohoo!
I'm down.
I'm with.
He is a
I'm
wizard.
down. I was sitting down having a rest.
So anyway, one attack cough.
Did you land before you got here?
No, but I would have thrown you at the ground, knowing that only magical weapons can do damage to you.
I would have floated down then. I assume I'm somewhere near the ground then.
You're on the
I'm
ground.
not terribly high. I would have been.
You're on the ground.
Yeah.
So you take 11 damage. Then you take.
I've just realised I can fly.
7
I'm not
damage.
landing in a hurry.
It's already half.
No, it's 4 damage. You know, you guys are powerful enough. They overcome it.
Oh dear.
Oh, they're TR5. That's my limit on
Fair.
attacking you.
Mm-hmm.
First one misses. Second attack misses. Third attack 19
Misses.
misses. Number 4 comes in. Attacking you. Misses. 5 attacks you. Hits on its third attack, which is bite. Is a 9.
Alright, pull out my scroll.
So, I'm actually thinking it's starting to get late. We might leave it there and find out what happens at the start of the next game.
I cast Fireball.
You cannot.
But that's not what I said.
I cast Emulation. They're all dead.
That's not how emulation works, but go on. We're going to leave the game there before we get caught into a combat with 5 regenerating creatures.
Can I have a quick free action to shout, Truedream, help!
You can. So, thanks everyone for watching. We will be back here on Wednesday, I believe.
Yes, for Dogs of Mercy.
Good. And Thursday for more Star Wars. And of course, we're back here next Monday. So thank you, everyone. Have you found me someone to raid?
I haven't. It's not my job.
I've got other things to do, so you just talk for a bit.
It's Anthony's job.
I don't
Down
spend
for
enough
us.
time on Twitch. I'm a YouTube guy, sorry.
I'm sure it will not take us long to find someone. But thanks for sticking around. Thanks to the people that joined in the chat and joining in with our games. Make sure if you want to have a bit of a look at them, type in !games and it will tell you about them as well, so you can play while you watch.
Yep, we'll go to Ali play Ninja. She very nicely was the person who helped us in the very early setup, including that green screen over behind Anthony, which you can nicely see or not.
And that's kind of the point.
Or is it?
That's how you know it's right.
Is it because I'm colorblind?
Might be.
I could
I thought it was a blue screen.
I can turn it off like just right now.
Please don't.
I will.
Ruin the immersion.
Thanks, everyone. See you later.
Yeah.